Well, howdy-o, what do you know? It is a Rabbit of Scrubblade Academy, and we are back again today, and I was not intending to do PokeRogue, but it kind of turned out that way. So basically, I had a Halo thing going on that I was ready and just about willing to throw into the chat there, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way. The Halo that I've got set up, I thought it was set up the whole time, and then I go on there and I try to get everything moving, and it doesn't work. So we're playing PokeRogue again because that's what I set things up for already. That's what the entire stream was built around since Friday, so we're gonna be doing that today. It's a great intro. What can I say? I'm a little disappointed I can't show off the Halo thing, to be honest, because it is just phenomenal. It's super fun. And honestly, I kind of feel like the audience that gravitates to that kind of stuff normally would really love it. But it wasn't working out. Do a first gen poison only? Oh, that's painful right there. I don't know if I could probably actually get away with that because Gengar's first gen. First gen Gengar's still pretty mean, but I'm not sure. I'm just doing our original poison run, so I don't know if you were... Were you there, Ema? I think you were there on the Friday stream too, so you might have seen this already. But basically, we've already got a poison mono run going on after failing our previous poison mono run. So we're gonna see what we can do and try to get it working this time. Because last time I was at 101 and I was doing so well, and I flubbed it completely on the 180, and that's the disappointing thing. I was so close, and I think it was Bouffalant, the only thing that I couldn't just destroy. Bouffalant did the team in, which I was not expecting, but we're gonna go into it. Monotype, load game. It's a cool start. We'll just do it up. And before I do any of this, I will check my team because that's kind of a good idea, and it gets me refreshed. Even after the weekend, I'll probably forget what some of these people have on them, so I'll check through the team anyway. We got Rivalry, which is not a bad ability now that I know what it does, which is really decent, and we got Guts passive on Nidoking, which is amazing. Gengar, Arbok, Vileplume, and Weezing, and that's all the poison types that you have. You have Oddish, you have that entire line, you have the Bellsprout line, you have Bulbasaur, that's also poison. What else do you have there? I'm pretty sure there's something else I'm not thinking of. You have Muck and Grimer, which is amazing, because actually, yeah, in Nidoking, you have Nidoking, you have Nidoqueen. You have a lot of poison options, to be fair, in first gen. There's a lot of options there. And I feel like there's even some that I'm still missing from that. Like, I feel like there's still that. Vileplume, you already mentioned, though. Yeah, and the Bellsprout is also grass poison. The Bulbasaur line is also grass poison. Grass is not a great type, but you know, it's kind of a thing. I'm not sure if there are any others, but I'm sure I'm missing something. Anyway, we got Guts, really decent, Noxious Torque, Mountain Gale, Dig, which is awesome. We got that through a TM, and D-Dance. So this guy's actually set up properly. If we got Earthquake, it would be a little better, but it's good enough as is. We have Trubbish. I'm not sure how good Garbodor's gonna be, but he's filling a role. Dire Claw, Sludge, Amnesia, Pain Split, not too shabby, and he's got Sticky Hole, which is eh. Did you beat, you mean second gen? I did beat the second gen, yes. Second gen was actually really, really easy, honestly. It wasn't that bad. Beedrill, Swarm, Adaptability, which is, I didn't know we had his passive. Ooh, I don't think I mentioned that last time. Anyway, Attack Order Noxious, Thousand Arrows, and String Shot. We're probably gonna get rid of String Shot at some point, but this is still what we had the first time. So there is that. We got Fish's Rim, Bite, Barb Barrage, Toxic Spikes. I basically mentioned last time I wanted to have a dark move on this thing because I didn't have that last time. So we're gonna keep that. We got Intimidate, Merciless. So we got his passive as well. This thing is actually pretty decent for our team. Oh, and we gotta go back in here. We got Tentacruel also have his passive for Toxic Chain, which means that if we hit somebody, we can Toxic them, which is awesome. Clear Body, we got Malignant Chain, Bouncy, Hex, Baneful. It's fine, we can technically fill this out a little later, so that's good. And finally, Coughing, Sludge, Body Press, Scald, and Recover with Levitate and White Smoke, because we got his passive too. We got them all. And actually, we just got his too, because we have 0 candies with him. Sticky Hold was to stop the final boss from stealing your items. You're right, you're totally right. That is actually why he is pretty decent. I think Trubbish might be good because he's also going to be Steel, so at least he resists the dragon moves. If we can predict a dragon move coming in, we can eat that hit. So there is that. He will get bopped by the flamethrower, but he'll at least be able to eat up a hit, and that's only if he's G-Max Garbodor. If he's regular, he's not weak to anything. And honestly, he'd be fine against the poison moves no matter what, because steel and poison are both great against poison. Anyway, that's our team. I think Nidoking is perfect to keep in, because what are they going to do to him? Trubbish, we'll keep him in just for the sake of it, because I think I want to get him good. And honestly, Noxious Torque is good against both. Rabombi's outspeeding me, right? Eldegoss, probably. I don't think Eldegoss is going to be a problem. Here, let's do it this way. We'll Sludge Bomb him. I think this is an easy way. I think I'm overthinking the first fight. Rabombi is 100% outspeeding everything because it's like 121 base speed. Toxic. Ooh. I kind of don't know if I need this because Amnesia can help us with Special D, and Pain Split's our heal move. I'll figure that one out later. I don't think I need Toxic just yet. I don't think so. Tentacruel's evolving. Yes! I love Tentacruel so much. Look at how goofy and awesome he looks. He looks menacing, honestly. I'm not that big a fan of the shiny, but I'm okay with it just because I love the Mon, you know? He's just awesome. And that did about as much as I expected Trubbish to do. And oh yeah, we have Flame Orb on Nidoking. That's why we got burned there. So Flame Orb is going to be a big deal. So I'll just Noxious. I was thinking about setting up, but I'll just Noxious. That's fine. At least then we've got him out of there and there's no real problem. And Nidoking can come against a fairy type at some point and just like set up sweep, kinda. So I'm gonna try for that because we want to get through the 50s a little bit, but we got 55 coming up, which is the rival fight. So we'll see how we do there. We have 16 Pokies. That's fine considering that most of our team is what we're keeping. And we'd only take something if it was just astronomically better than what we've got. So yeah, 100%. Amazing against Zeb. I'm gonna D-Dance right now. Stomp, that means we're outspeeding him now, right? Because we outspeed an Electabuzz after we use one D-Dance. Not an Electabuzz, an Electrode after we do one D-Dance, so I'm digging. There we go. Now we should sweep until rival. Easy, easy, easy. Zeb Striker can't be on the team. It's a poison only. Sludge Bomb. Ooh, I mean, it's better than Sludge. Let's take it. Let's take it. It's just better in every way. And I'm cool with a rare candy just to get a little bit, like maybe Overquill leveled up a little. I feel like Overquill and Tentacruel. I think I'll get Tentacruel because I kind of need those heals in that tank setup. And I can just bop this guy now. I don't need to set up against a fairy anymore. I'm already set up. So we're good. One D-Dance is enough. That's the funny thing. Pin Missile? No, Pin Missile. Get that out of here. Potion. I'm gonna get the Pokeball. Oh, actually, no, I don't need Water Pulse, do I? No, because Tentacruel already has a better move. I'm not gonna bother. X Attack is kind of staring me in the face, though. I'm gonna get it. I don't think I need it, but we'll try it. And I should outspeed the Rabombi. Perfect. That's an easy sweep. Now we might need to heal because Nidoking's a little hurt. Trubbish wants to learn Belch. Oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. Here, I'm just curious here. Did we have something that like he could... No, we had Grip Claws. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe he had an ability that allowed him to like keep berries or something. No, he had Grip Claw before, which we actually moved off of him to Nidoking. So we don't need Belch. So I'll get that maybe at some point, but we don't have the berries for it right now. We're not going to bother right now. Anyway, heal up and... Actually, I think I'm just one potion away, and Trubbish is 48 out of 86, which means we need 38 HP. So I can get a potion here, and we should be good. Yeah, we're probably fine, because like I'm not going to use Trubbish. I'm not going to use it. Nidoking's probably going to be the star of this one. So we'll take the Pokeball now. Easy. And now we got the rival, Incineroar, which probably can't beat me. I'm going to D-Dance. Toucannon, that's fine. Perfect. That's amazing. He can't... I was gonna say he can't burn me. He can't do anything even if we didn't get burned there because the burn would only help us. And he's heating up his beak. I knew it. So we got to sweep on him. This is probably over. I don't know why he'd send out Toucannon, but we got Acid Armor, which is amazing. Baneful Bunk, not as big a deal. I think Acid Armor set up tank with this guy. I think that's what he does best. And Coughing is becoming... Wait. Oh, okay. I was waiting for it. The Smokestack. I didn't plan for it, but I knew that the smokestacks, the way that they were positioned, means that we were getting the Galarian. We need the Galarian. That's a good Rayquaza check. Double hit. I don't even know how he can do double hit, considering that he's probably only able to just like throw his body at something. Because he doesn't have arms or anything, you know? He doesn't have legs. He can't hit anything. But I'm not taking it because it's not a great move. This right here. I don't think Celio is going to kill me, and I do think that I will kill him. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, perfect. Okay, that could have been scary because Nidoking would not have appreciated anything that guy could have done. We have Noxious, which is 100, 100, and that's just 80, 100, and Noxious is the same, basically. So Noxious is just a better move, so I'm not gonna bother. I do love that he gets Poison Jab, but the egg moves that we have are so good that there's not a whole lot we need to get with him. And Overquill, oh my goodness. The what is it, Stockpile, Spit Up, Swallow strategy. I am not a fan of that. That's nonsense. But we'll get rid of the Sinistcha, which is kind of terrifying, honestly. Sinistcha is actually kind of mean. And we get our Garbodor. Okay, we get our Garbodor. Oh, he looks so cool. Okay, that shiny looks way better than the shiny Trubbish. That's amazing. That looks really cool. I love the turquoise. I don't even know what that's going to be. Like some sort of baby food is all I'm imagining. I just imagine that he's covered in baby food. It's amazing. All right, Incineroar. Well, now we know we beat him and we outspeed him, so Dig kills because 100 accuracy. Easy, easy, easy. We do take a bit more burn damage with Dig, which is also a reason I'm not a fan of it, but I'm cool with what we've got. And agility, we don't need that. Beedrill will be super fast later. Weezing wants Toxic. Does he? No, we have great moves right now. I think Scald is good for coverage. I probably want a Fairy move there because we had that before and get rid of Scald on that one. But otherwise, we're good. I don't know what Fairy moves he can even learn, though. I feel like he can learn Play Rough and probably... what is the 90 power version? The special move? I can't remember what it was, but I think he learns that one too, because I think that's the one we got last time. Anyway, Candy Jar time. Easy, easy. I could have taken the Power Point up, but I think Candy Jar is going to help us because we don't have many XPLs. We have 2. So actually our team is falling behind a little bit. Ampharos, obviously Nidoking is amazing here. Rabbit, how you doing, Necro? We're back in PokeRogue. I was going to do Halo. You weren't here at the beginning when I explained it, but I couldn't get away with it, unfortunately. I had something really fun planned. I was just not able to set it up accordingly, and I started late because of it, so I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, I'm going to make absolutely sure that it is set up for next week so that we actually get the Halo back on the Mondays. I do like doing PokeRogue just kind of because like all of my regulars come in, I guess. It's okay, I like PokeRogue. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I didn't think that this would be a problem for anybody, you know? I feel like everybody's just kind of like, oh, this is cool. He's doing PokeRogue. I'm fine with that. Anyway, Garbodor, we'll keep him in because Poison is going to beat Fairy. And I'll just Dig because I've got set up already. And Garbodor is... what is his better stat, actually? Base stats? He is better at attack. He's much better at attack. I wasn't sure if he was, but Dire Claw should do the work now that he's evolved. And Paul and Puffo, have fun with that. Wow! That's kind of impressive how quickly that got... Like, Garbodor got real good. I am impressed. I am pleased with that. I'm just gonna Amnesia, because, like, we're killing with that, so we might as well get set up as well. It's a good idea, in my opinion. There we go, easy. Special D up, just in case we get a... I was gonna say in case we got a lure, but we didn't. I came up with another form of form changing that's like Mega Evolution. Do tell, absolutely. I'm very curious. You've got a lot of creative ideas, and I kind of like them. I like hearing about them. Do I need defense? I am on the 30 cycle, so I do need this because the trainer's coming up on 60. So I'm gonna get the X defense just in case. I am bopping this poor Ribombee. There's no way. I outspeed it with a D-Dance up. Like, there's no way. So easy, easy, easy. Calcium. We only have one major special attacker now, because if I get rid of the, what is it? If I get rid of the Weezing's special moves, then we pretty much just got physical stuff to work with. So I might just get the Calcium and just throw it straight on the Tenta, because that guy's gonna be a big deal later. I'm pretty sure we kill. Noxious Torque might actually just kill by itself. I don't think Oricoreo's that strong, but I'm gonna Mountain Gale and hope for the best. There we go. It had a low accuracy. It had 85, so that is kind of a thing. Apex Evolution. It's like Mega, but more Mons get it. If a Mons Apex evolves that's single typed, it gains a new typing. Dual types get a single type changed when Apex evolving. It might be interesting, yeah. Is there like unique mechanics to Apex? Because especially with Megas, you have to take the item and then that item becomes the, like, if you were going to have an item on that Mon, it has to be the Mega Stone, effectively, is what I'm saying. So there is that, and they also maybe change up sometimes too. Like, they actually do change typing. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Is there anything special to Apex that's kind of like that, or maybe like special limitations to it? Because I'm curious now. Anyway, we got 6 eggs. We're going to check them out. So let's see. We got Snover. Awesome. If you haven't seen it, I did a Snover run like a long time ago. It's my only current Pokemon challenge, but I basically ran through Pokemon Heart Gold with only a Snover. Wow, was that fun, actually. That was kind of impressive. But it is a very old video, so it probably doesn't have the same level of pizzazz that I have now. But hopefully, if you guys want to check it out, it's on YouTube. You can enjoy it if you want, definitely. It can Apex evolve if it holds an item, but not like Mega Stones. How not? Explain. I'm curious. Fennekin, Thunderbolt is an egg move. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. All right, that's great, because I love that thing's final evolution. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I do love it. It's the Psychic Fire Fox. It's really cool. Sinisty, Splishy Splash, really decent. Nothing I'm concerned or upset about there. The item buffs a stat by 50% or 1.5 times. Makes sense, yeah. I guess it does make sense, yeah. What do we got here? We've got a Magby. Oh, I like Magmar. I don't Dull Fox, exactly. You got it. But I like Magmar. I do not like Magmortar. I think Magmortar looks goofy. Honestly, Magby does too, but it looks like a baby fire duck thing. So I'm okay with it because it's supposed to be. And honestly, Magby and Elekid are actually pretty decent as far as baby Pokemon go, because they're like base, what, 325 or 365 stat totals? They're pretty high. They're pretty decent. And Wingull, finally. So we'll get through that. I love how I just skip over Wingull. Oh yeah, and Wingull's there too. And we'll take the free heal. Jigglypuff, he's just so bad. He's just so bad. I'm just gonna dig him because I have more digs than I have Noxious, and Noxious is just a better move. I think dig is good on this particular Mon, but in general, I'd prefer Noxious on all of my Mons. Wide Lens, perfect. Okay, I need that for the Nido. The Nido's doing a lot of sweeping right now, so it's decent. Came up with an Apex evolution for Drapion. That's the normal dragon, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. No, Drapion is the poison type. Never mind. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. What was the normal dragon? Oh my goodness. I feel like it was another D name, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm having great memory times today. I don't know what it is. Anyway, bad matchup for us, but Noxious Torque might actually do the work here. I'm kind of torn. I don't want to take the risk of Nidoking going down, though. I think if he goes for a water move, Tentacruel is the best one to go out to. If he goes for a grass move, Tentacruel is just fine. Drampa, exactly. Yeah, you got that one. I knew if I just asked you, you'd probably have it. So whenever Drapion holds the Noxious Claw, boosts physical poison moves and boosts attack stat by 50%. So basically, if they're holding an item that is already something they would hold anyway, then they can Apex Evolve. Am I reading this correctly? I'm curious. Anyway, Malignant Chain, let's see what we do. Yeah, I don't think I would have killed there, because Tentacruel didn't kill, and he's got a couple of calcium at this point, doesn't he? No, he only has 1 calcium. He had a zinc. That's what it was. Okay, never mind. All right, we got Appleton, obviously gone now that he's... Why would he swap into that knowing I was using poison? That was bad for him. All right, Tentacruel Poison Jab is just not that good for him. I won't take it. It's a cool move. I like it. I like the animation, but it's just not good for him. And Toxic. Did we want Toxic over Spikes? No, we didn't. We kept talking about that. We don't want Toxic over Spikes because Spikes actually sets up on everybody, and you don't have to risk anything or worry. He sucker punched me. That's kind of a problem. That's kind of an issue. At this point, and I think it's the only problem and the reason it did so much, and I'm amazed we lived on 1, but the only reason it did so much is because Tentacruel was not set up to take that hit. I'm going to Overquill, because probably going for it again. There we go, so it's a waste. And now if he does something, I'm going to Toxic Spikes. That's fine, perfect. He's got his attack and special. Ooh, I see you, big guy. I'll throw another Toxic up. Yeah, because he's got more of them. He's got 2 more. I'm kind of thinking maybe I throw another one. I was trying to overpredict. He's going for Sucker Punch. And I just want to make sure. He might one-shot me at this point. I'm Barbarage. Oh, come on, now you do it. I mean, Overquill eats that up, but still. I wouldn't have evolved Quillfish. I like Eviolite too much. Do I still have Eviolite on it? I feel like I might. Now, Eviolite Quillfish, is that actually better than Overquill? I'm very curious. Here, we don't need Endeavor. I'm just going to check it out. Yeah, he's poisoned. Perfect. All right, so Overquill can finish this off. So base stats, that's 115 attack versus his pre-evo, which is 95. I think the Hisuian and the regular have the same stat pools, so that's fine. So we'll go back here. Does anything else go? I don't think he gets much else. He just gets attack power. You know what? You might actually be onto something. I feel like that might be better for us to just keep the, like the baseline Quillfish instead of the Overquill. Because what does he get that you really want here? Poison, Point Swift Swim, Intimidate, Merciless. And if we go there, same stuff. Okay, so actually, you know what? Real normal Quillfish might be better. That is looking good. I didn't realize it was that good comparatively. Because yes, technically Eviolite Quillfish is just a much better defender. Right now he's a much better attacker. Or I should say he's a moderately better attacker. But still, it becomes Draconic Drapion typing, Poison Dragon special move, Overkilling Stab, deals 90 damage and pierces the opponent. If the opponent dies, gain +3 stat to your physical attack. Now is that if the opponent dies at any time it gains that, or if the opponent dies from that move? Because if that's the case, it's like a what is it? Overquill has it. Literally, I can't even remember what the name is. Oh my goodness. Quillfish was his own mon. He gained his Evo way later. Yeah, he totally was. Yeah, Quillfish was originally water poison. He was definitely a thing. Overquill came way later in the Hisuian days. Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna Barbarage because now I kill everything because it's all poisoned. Ooh, the speed fall. That's a thing. Ludicolo probably, yeah, I was gonna say he outspeeds, but we still kill. Overquill at least has enough defense to take that. So we're good there, and we get everything healed. And I got a shiny Carbink. Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty decent, actually. I got another shiny. I'm pleased with that. I'm cool with that. If the opponent dies from the move, I took inspiration from Fellstinger. That's the one I was thinking of. I couldn't remember. It was Fell something, and it was... See, my mind is not working today. I think PokeRogue was the right idea. I think it was the right idea because I'm just not braining today, you know? We don't want to stick around for this one, do we? I think Nidoking is probably best because we'll definitely outspeed. Dig should kill him. Maybe not with the attack drop. I'll dig. Let's see what happens. He's probably very defensive. Ooh, he's gone. Did he try to sucker punch me? I'm just curious. He did try to sucker. I got the stream on the other monitor over here so that I can tell whether or not they did things if it goes by too quickly for me to notice. He tried to actually hit me. He wasted his chance to hurt me. Should I give more Apex Mons evolutions? If so, what Mons? I feel like Apex would be really good for like prehistoric Mons, like dinosaurs, fossils, stuff like that. Like Kabutops would be a really interesting one for that. Yeah, actually Kabutops is perfect for that because Apex implies that sort of primality to it. So I feel like that would be really interesting. Anyway, Gunk Shot, it's better than Sludge Bomb, and then Dire Claw can be our reliable. I think that's better because we're not actually a special attacker with this thing. So let's go with that. Gunk Shot is more like we have a low accuracy but high damage move, and that might be good. Memory Mush. Do we need this? Mega Horn is our bug mate. Yeah, that's why we learn. So he basically learns that. I needed to figure that out myself as well. Garbodor, does he get anything that we wouldn't have access to? He gets Body Slam, but I think we probably just chose not to learn that. This guy we know, those ones, we all know these ones. Just Wheezing is the only one, and he needs a Fairy move, and Fairy Wind is his only Fairy move. Oh, I forgot he got Strange Steam. Have I missed this whole time? Because Strange Steam is actually really good. I'm gonna learn it. We're gonna get this one instead of Scald. This is actually a really decent move, and it keeps the special, so we can actually use him as kind of like a mixed attacker. So that's not too bad. So we'll get rid of Scald. Easy choice here. Strange Steam is amazing. It wouldn't be fair if Fossilmon's only got Apex evolutions. I mean, I'm just thinking about the theme of it. If you want the cool factor in the theme, then I would probably go for like Fossil and maybe like normal types if you want to expand it a little more. Because normal type is kind of animal type. I would argue that it's technically like instinct type, but it's kind of along that line. So if you wanted, you could kind of expand it in that realm. But I would say that you want to confine it at least a little bit to Mons that really need it. Because I feel like there are a couple of Mons that just do not need any evolutions. Like, why they ever gave a Mega to Salamence, you know? It did not need it. It was good enough. This is actually not bad for me. I'm gonna dig. A Graveler, okay, that's fine. Actually, he could explode. Ooh, oh, he got me. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, I probably should have just used Tentacruel, honestly. Let's Bouncy Bob. We'll get him out of here. The cool factor, maybe I can work with a certain Pika clone. Fairy Chew. Is that Deden? Yeah, I feel like I know which one that one is. I know a lot of the Pika clones, weirdly enough. I probably shouldn't because they're not super interesting, but you know. If he uses a grass move, Beedrill's gonna eat that up. I was thinking about, actually, anybody could probably eat that up, but I'll go Beedrill. I'll go Beedrill, Petal Blizzard. That still hurt a lot, actually. That hurt a lot. I'm gonna go for Noxious because it's a better move. Ooh, actually no, that was a good idea, never mind. Because Weezing came out and he's got Fairy type, so it actually wasn't resisted. Beedrill wants Fell Sting. Does he want, I feel like he does, and then String Shot later. String Shot later, it's a good idea. Tentacruel wants Surf. I don't think so. I think we want Hex instead just for the coverage. I mean, I don't really want Hex, let's be real, but I would rather have it than Surf, which can hit my allies and do a lot of damage. That's kind of a thing. Attack order, we'll just see what we can do. There we go. Decent, decent. I probably should have just Beedrill stung him with the Fell Stinger, but that's fine. We'll get the Crunch too, so that's decent, and now we have an okay Dark move. So he's actually a good counter to Psychics. If Deden holds the Pixie Orb, boost special attack by 50%, it Apex evolves into. I just, as soon as you said that, I'm like, Digivolve into? Agumon! It's a whole thing, it's a whole thing. Yeah, I used to watch the Digimon cartoon a lot as a kid. I was not, like, I feel like looking back at it, it is seemingly better now than it ever was. It wasn't actually that great, all things considered. What do we want here? Do I want to send in Tentacruel? We do have a poison move. I will send in Tentacruel because he's at least a special wall, and I kind of want to catch the Shiinotic because I don't have something on it. Either I've just never evolved it, or maybe I don't have the gender, or maybe I don't have an ability, but I don't have something on it. And Garbota's fine to just stay out. So we're gonna Malignant, we're gonna deal with that, and I'm just going to, I'm not sure, because I will annihilate that thing with this. I'm gonna Amnesia. We're gonna keep our two special walls out and try to catch this thing a couple of times. There we go, not too bad. Absorb, you go right ahead. Try absorbing from Tentacruel. I'm just gonna throw a few. We're gonna throw a few and then we're gonna do something. Yeah, he's not going down, he's not going down. That's fine, we'll Bouncy Bub him and I will just Amnesia just in case. It's technically we're healing more. Dazzling Gleam is doing nothing. Okay, I'll Bouncy him again. We'll just chip him down a little bit. Just whittle him away. Ooh, he's got Giga Drain. I see you, big guy. A single Pokeball. So we did get the gender, perfect. So we got the gender, we got a new nature, which I'm not convinced is his good one. I think he's special. He's totally special, yeah. Like, look at him, he looks like a giant mushroom. There's no way he's physical. And we got some mash of special defense, which actually is, I think, his best stat, which is not too shabby. Not too shabby. Anyway, we'll send that home because it's clearly not poison. And Dire Hit, I don't think I need it. I'm gonna get the Gamble. I'm gonna go for Gambles. We got Team Rocket. It's actually a pretty easy team to, with Tentacruel on a Sand Slash. It's super easy to beat. And, oh, what is this? That's Zekrom. Oh, I think I have him. I'm gonna say that I have him. I'm not sure that I do, but I think I do. Rare, that's decent. So, Grimful Deden, typing Ghost Fairy, special move, Ghastly Scythe. Slash the opponent with with your scythe like a tail, arm, etc. This move drains the opponent's HP and reaps their stat boosts. Ooh, that's not too shabby, actually. I kind of like stealing other people's stats. That is actually a really cool mechanic. Muck could run either one, but I think he's mostly physical. I'm gonna Acid Arm. We have +2. Payback, that's fine. I'm gonna do another one and then I can Bouncy Bub away. Oh, that did nothing. All right, might as well get a third one. Might as well get a third one and just go for gold. There we go, because even a crit wouldn't kill based on the damage that did. Now, we're not doing much of anything there. That's kind of impressive. But I can technically whittle him down. Because what can he... Wait, he paid back. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Did he crit me? He did crit me. Okay, that's a thing. Yeah, he did crit me before, so that's fine. I thought that if that was the base damage of that, that would have been psychotic. There was no way I should have eaten that move that well. Malignant Chain is just better. Yeah, because this is like 5 power less. Actually, this reminds me of the Dragon Ball Z team training thing. It's basically another Pokemon ROM hack, but it is all DBZ fighters that you find in the, I believe it's the first gen game, literally like red, or it's either red or blue that they did over. I think it was red, but basically it's entirely DBZ oriented, and the moves are so massively unbalanced, and I feel like PokeRogue is kind of like that in some regards. Anyway, we don't want to learn it. That's fine. It reminds me of that because literally Gallic Gun was 95 power, and then Big Bang Attack I think was 100 power, and they were the same effective move after that. Malignant Chain and the Toxic Wave was the same, the Sludge Wave. What mon's next? I mean, I still kind of think you should probably go ahead and do Kabutops. I love Kabutops. This guy's gonna be pretty easy though, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. We have so much defense right now. There's no way he's doing anything without a crit. He's just done. Like, it's over. Tentacruel is doing his tank job, and Garbodor can explode. Oh, that's an interesting. That's tempting. That really is tempting. I don't think I need to. I think I can drop that. I think I've got good moves. Explosion is kind of like a laugh move. It's a joke move. You don't really bother with it unless you just want to kind of mess around a little. I'll get the... If I go to the fairy cave now, is there anything in here that I would need for the fairy run? I think I've got pretty much everything. Like, I don't think I actually need anything in here. I might need the legend here. I'm just gonna, I've got the literal wiki open right here. I always open this one if I can at the beginning of streams so that I always have the access to figure out what I've got. I think there was one poison fairy or something in here, wasn't there? There's Xerneas. Ooh, no, Enamorous. I don't think I have that, just for legendaries. But I don't think this is the one. No, there is one poison fairy, but it's not here. Apex Kabutops coming up. I am very much anticipating that. I'm gonna get the super lure for whatever reason, just for the sake of it. We got Alcremie, which is fine. I know I'm fully set up, but I was actually, no, I'm fine. I was gonna say I could technically just swap out to somebody and just do some work, but that's fine. Yeah, we're good. This is our special wall and now our physical. So I might as well capture. Easy, easy. And we got a Ruby Cream form. What is Alcremie? Is Alcremie actually ice cream as well? I feel like it's either that or it's like a treacle tart or something like that. That just kind of slimed over the edge. I don't know. If Kabutops holds the paradoxical shell, boost defense, and absorbs grass moves, it becomes... the Sweet Veil, I'm not sure. I feel like it's preventing ally Pokemon from falling asleep that's not implemented, because preventing itself is a pretty easy thing to code, I think. I think the other one's going to be the more complicated one, but that's fine. Oh, that's not good, because I kind of want this. If the target has been hurt in the same turn, Nidoking could... Actually, you could kind of use this. Nidoking could really use this to decent effect. It's not nearly as good a move. It's not nearly as powerful as what he's got, but it's more accurate, and that's kind of a thing. Mountain Gale is decent. We have, oh no, we have 2 wide lenses. Never mind, Mountain Gale is way better. Okay, I'll take the map. I'll take the map, perfect. That saved me the choice because he's the only one that can learn it, Nidoking. So that's perfect. Team Rocket, Fortress. I don't have a fire move, do I? I'm pretty sure I don't. I need to get set up again, so I'll just do that in case he explodes. Heavy Slam, that's fine. We're gonna get fully set up in case he explodes. Pounce? I don't know what that would lower. I don't know if I've ever heard that move before. All right, we're gonna eat him up. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, and then Hex because Steel doesn't resist Ghost anymore. So it's so perfect. He got special attack boost, I'll just eat him up. And there we go, perfect, we'll eat this guy. That's a little bit of damage. Not too shabby. I think I will need a bouncy bub just to kill though. Oh my goodness, the swabs. The swabs are so mean. We're just doing so much damage. Wait, was that actually like a super effective? Wild Charge is super effective. That's literally what it did. That's incredible. We are set up. That crit would have probably killed, but otherwise we're doing pretty well. Doug Trio, he's dead. He's dead, there's no way. He's not fast enough because the level disparity is too high. That's really the reason. Let's Malignant Chain. Let's get it out of here. Of course, Facade. Of course. I'll Bouncy Bub just to not take damage, but it kind of is a waste. So he evolves into a Sunslayer Kabutops, Rock Steel, special move Sunlight Slash, absorbs the energy of all grass types on the field, and then slashes everything around you. Interesting, I kind of like that. And I do like that it works with like, if it's Rock Steel, it's not doubly, like his typing is not doubly weak to grass anymore, so it doesn't feel like it's actually kind of a problem to absorb grass at that point. Because the Steel type resists grass, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it does, because water is neutral, fire is super effective, grass is not very effective, because grass is never effective against anything. Grass is the worst type in the game. Explosion's pretty good, but I still don't want it for Weezing. He's got his move set up. And I'm going to Malignant, because actually, I keep forgetting that I can just go ahead and do that. Oh, I see you, big dog. I see you, big guy. Well, we'll get rid of him. Easy. Easy, 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 and now Weezing is out, and Weezing gets Malignant. Oh, never mind. There are two different Weezings. I wasn't even paying attention. We'll Hex this one? I'll Bouncy Bub him, actually, because I can get the health back, and I was pretty confident I'd kill. So it's fine. So not too shabby. Anyway, Sunslayer Kabutops, I do like that. I really, really like that. I like that he becomes Rock Steel. I'm kind of wondering if he should be Water Steel. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to get like a visual. You know what? That's another drawing thing. That's another challenge for you. You have to draw the Sunslayer Kabutops. There we go. That'll solve all problems. Also, Hatterene. I have never evolved that. I do have its pre-evo, just never evolved it because I was never able to because I immediately lost it in our Nuzlocke run. Immediately, like almost instantaneously lost our Hatenna, I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Anyway, we're gonna Hex it because it's not gonna kill. And I'm going to dig on this guy because it's going to do something. Okay, and poison, perfect. So that's fine. So he's toxic, which means he's taking increasing damage, so now I can try to catch him. There we go, perfect. And we're burned. Okay, awesome. I'm going to Bouncy Bub on the... Am I going to do more damage to the Hatterene? I feel like I'll Bouncy Bub this guy, that's fine. There we go, because he's not gonna die from that, and then he dies to this. That's probably a smarter idea. And then we get the health back, and we don't need Debon, nobody does. And of course, they can't do anything to us right now. I'm gonna throw a Pokeball, because they're the best ball of all. And we got the other gender, perfect. Okay, so that's knocked out. Anytime I can get a gender and just get it out of the way, I am fine with that. This guy right here is definitely a special attack, a 134 special attack, yeah, 100%. All right, well, we can't take him on the team, he's not poison, so we have to deal, Misty Terrain is not the worst thing, honestly, just for like this kind of a game. Normally, I think Misty Terrain is one of the lamer ones because you just swap in a fairy type and then the fairy type eats the dragon move entirely. So it's not like you really need to worry too much. I have very few moves left and we're coming up to 70. We're still not even quite there. That's the worst part. All right, at this point, I'm gonna let Nidoking do a lot of work. We're gonna let Nidoking do a lot of the work. This is gonna be a problem, but I always open the mysterious chest. We always do this. Gambling is key. Let's go for it. It's red again. Oh, my Nidoking's dead now. The Nidoking was what I was gonna use. Oh my goodness. All right, well, Tentacruel has to deal with this. Acid armor. It's fine. He has Shadow Ball. We can eat that up. I can Hex him and do a lot of damage. Like, we're good. I think I'm fine. Nasty, ooh, nasty plot, don't you crit me. And I have none of them left. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. That's not actually that much damage. And never mind, I'm fine. He's got a lot of special attack boost, but he's probably dead there. Perfect. So that's fine, we got him out of here. +4 would have been devastating to the team, but not too shabby. I will probably just get this and get some moves back. I'm gonna get our Bouncy Bubs back. They're just actually kind of our best move. So perfect, we'll leave this. Nidoking is dead, which really sucks. I'm gonna get the Weezing out, because the Weezing is fine. He can probably do something. We'll Malignant Chain this guy, and we'll Sludge Bomb whatever's left. And of course, he hits the Weezing, so that's fine. I'm cool with that. Hatterene is gone, and Rabombi can't do anything to the Weezing, other than stun him. And actually, he just annihilate, never mind. Get him out of here. What mon should I do next? Malamar, Starmie, anything else? I don't know. I'm thinking. Like, all of the mons that I know of are gens 1 to 4, so I can only really give you mons from those gens. I'm trying to see here. Aerodactyl was kind of forgotten about. Is he actually even good in competitive anymore? I don't even know if he is. If not, do an Aerodactyl. Yeah, I'm kind of keeping on the fossils, but it's because Kabutops and Aerodactyl are amazingly cool. Aerodactyl's like the goofiest pterodactyl creature ever, and I love him. So try him. That'll work. Anyway, we'll go Memory Mush. We'll see what else Weezing has, because he had some good stuff. He has Heat Wave. Ooh, that's not too bad, actually. Heat Wave is decent. And we have Clear Smog Assurance, Sludge, Fairy Wind. Heat Wave's the only other one I'd be interested in. If I was to do it, would I get rid of his body press? That's the question. Aerodactyl, bet. Okay, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Aerodactyl's super fun. I really, really want Heat Wave. Like, Heat Wave is good against steel types, which we are kind of weak to without Nidoking. Fighting is also good against them, though. Heat Wave is good against Bug. It's good against Grass. It's good against Ice. It's good against... I think there were a... No, it resisted 6. It was super effective against 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Fighting is super effective against 5, if I'm not mistaken, so I think fighting might be a little better. What would we do? What would we do? All right, we already beat Grass. We already kind of beat Bug, just because Bug can't do anything to us, so there's that. I kind of beat Steel already with 2 different guys. And Fire's good against Ice. I mean, literally looking at Ice beats Ice. So I'm probably fine. I think we're good. If Aerodactyl holds the Paradoxical Talon, boosts flying moves by 50% and disables waters and electric moves, it Apex evolves into... Ooh, this is interesting. The Paradoxical Talon disabling both of his major weaknesses? Maybe like just electric, just because that would be the anti-flying one. That would be what I'd suggest. But yeah, absolutely. I'm super curious now. I'm not sure if I want Heat Wave. I think I'm gonna hold out on that one. Holding out on Heat Wave is probably the good idea, but... And we're good here. Never mind. We don't actually need this. We can just get an Ether and we can get more Hexes. That's fine, because then we have just an option, just in case. As far as this, I'm set up, aren't I? I'm +2, which is okay. I think I kill it. I think I'm fine. Yeah, we got poison too, like it's over. It's a ticking timer. It doesn't even matter if he had crit me. Did he? Huh? Oh, he made me flinch. His speed is increased. I see you, big dog. Well, he does kill Tentacruel then, because I'm not gonna bother swapping him out. We'll get the Overquill in there, because he dies this turn, I'm pretty sure. Actually, he might not. To be fair, he might not have died there, but at least the Overquill dealt with him. Even a crit couldn't stop the Overquill. So I think we're okay. I think we're decent. So we're past 70. We're in the ice area, which I guess I kind of earned this by not getting Heat Wave. But, I don't know. I don't think I'm super in danger here. I think Tentacruel is a good idea, obviously, and Weezing is our other special attacker, because then we bypass their nonsense. And I will get just some Strange Steam going, just in case we don't kill. Yeah, there we go, perfect. So Strange Steam does some weird stuff, annihilates him. What is passive Toxic Chain? This one is passive Parental Bond. Okay, so he's got Parental Bond, that's kind of cool. Memento, what is this? Oh, this kills you. Oh, never mind, I don't want that. That might be good for the final fight, but it's not good now. We're not gonna take it now. I wanna look at Parental Bond and see exactly what it does. So abilities, Parental Bond is parent and child each attack. So technically, I feel like I would have gotten additional attacks if I'd actually done it, but that's fine. We'll just Malignant and we will... I'll Sludge Bomb, because I'm pretty sure Sludge Bomb is enough, and I don't want to waste all of my good fairy moves right now. So we're gonna do this. Not too shabby, we got a little bit of ice. Soothe Bell is a good idea because we are on our 1 death and that's it run. So we are actually going, if we lose, I'd like the candy. I would like the candy. I just gotta see here. We've got his. Garbodor we do not have, so I might actually get Garbodor this, because that way we can get the passive unlocked for that one as well. And is it good against Crabominable? It's defensive. Let's send it in for the sake of it. I've got, I don't know, Dire Claw or Gunk Shot. Let's go Gunk Shot. And he missed, of course. And the weak armor is a problem. All right, I was already outspeeding, so let's see what happens. That's not a lot of damage. And he got annihilated. Never mind. I was expecting more from him. I really was. So Holland is our Aerodactyl, typing Dark Flying special move, Melancholic Tornado. I'm assuming it's melancholic, yeah. Swarm the opponent in darkness with strong winds, causing a tornado that is both dark and flying. I really like those kinds of moves. I like the moves that are two different types at the same time. Now, I'm not sure, for the one that's in this one, which is Halucha's thing, but I can't remember what the move is itself. Does that mean that if they're resistant to one of those types, that move becomes a neutral move on them? Or is it one of those things where if they're weak to either type, then that move is super effective? I'm not sure, I'm just curious myself. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with the fighting type. Weezing can deal with that. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Oh, it's 95% accurate. Are you kidding me with these misses? Did we just miss again? Really? All right, that's it, fine. Body press. Body press can't miss. Actually, no, the snow is probably giving him some evasion or something. Like, there's no way I missed twice in a row. That was 1 in 400 chance. Flying press is the move, yes. Yeah, that's the move. That's Halucha's move. And I feel like I've used that one and it was resisted when it should not have been, or something like that, because they resisted one of the types. But I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I kind of need the experience, honestly. I'd like to get the power points. How many? I only have 6 recovers. And Tentacruel has 20 bouncy bubs. I would enjoy getting those up to 24. Because he's kind of needing those to heal, but I think I'll get the Weezings here. I don't need the experience just yet. We're not at that level of danger yet, so we'll see what we can do. Weezing here is good against the Ice Cube. Nidoking is horrible in here. We'll just get him completely out of there. So that's fine. I'm going to recover, and I'm going to... I was thinking about it. I'm going to Malignant Chain the Ice Cube. I think he's probably more dangerous because Dugong is not that dangerous. Oh, don't you dare! Ooh, never mind. We got to deal with this. All right, we'll hit him. We will hit him. This thing's gone, so that's perfect. And Dugong. Oh, Tentacruel wants Hydro Pump. I had that as an option before, and Hex isn't super necessary, but it's not the worst move to have either. What would I use Hex against? For the rival, I don't think he has anything. I'm not sure if Hex is amazing, but actually it synergizes well with us. That's the thing. So we'll drop the Hydro Pump because I can keep this as a tank. There we go. So we never actually used Parental Bond, so it did do the second attack. That's perfect. All right, at this point, I will Sludge Bomb and I will Bouncy Bub for what I can get. Just whatever it is. There we go. That's decent. It's 27, but it's fine. It's enough to at least keep this Tentacruel going. There we go. Oh, 3 eggs. These are probably our rares. Yes, they are. Sneasel! I love this guy. Sneasel's really cool. I don't know. Hisuian Quillfish, we needed more speed on him. I got the hidden ability as well, but I already had it, which is unfortunate. To be fair, I think I actually got that on this run, so that's not too bad. And Nature Bashful, it's fine. We already had a neutral nature, but we've got another. It's okay. Stunky, extra special attack. I'm cool. That's cool. And I could get the accuracy, which might actually work against the Snowfall, but it's not going to do us really any good. At this point, I think probably just Leppa. I'll just give the Leppa to the Tentacruel, because this is kind of our main guy right now. Ooh, Weezing Tentacruel. We can eat that hit. That's fine. I'm going to Strange Steam. We're going to hope for good justice on this one and deal with this dude. There we go, perfect, so he's gone. Okay, I was thinking for a moment it missed again, and I'm like, don't you dare. Ooh, that hurt a little bit. Recover, I don't know, Bouncy or Malignant? Frostmoth should have gone a little faster than that, but I'm gonna Malignant and see what we do. Yeah, he's gonna, okay, he went for Powder Snow like an idiot, never mind. I was gonna say he was gonna go for Blizzard, because if he had done that, it would have been 100 accuracy, I'm pretty sure. But we've got this, we can Bouncy Bub, get the last bit of health. I probably shouldn't have wasted time even attacking with the Weezing, but that's fine. It's okay, because it's not going to lose the power point, so we're good. We will get another Leppa? A rare candy. I'm cool with the rare candies. Garbodor's dead. I feel like we need to keep this guy a little bit healthy, so I'm just going to bring him. And I'm going to wait for the revive on that one, because we're not really super lucky right now with our items, even though I should be luckier. Overquill? Yeah, Overquill's fine. We'll go with it. I was thinking for a moment, like, is he actually going to do what we need to do? But we can set up Toxic Spikes, and then he can sweep through everything. It's like, we're good. I don't really even need the other one, because Barbarage will kill 100% if they're poisoned, because I crit and I do double damage, so it's 4 times damage with a Barbarage. So we're actually doing way, way better. Ooh, now we've got these again. Ugh. I'll get the Leppa and I will put that on the Tentacruel because I think that's kind of our major tanky wall. So we'll keep this in. He's outspeeding, right? Yeah, well, quick attack. Never mind. He's outspeeding guaranteed anyway. So we'll get rid of him. Easy, easy. I cannot, for the life of me, get a, what is it? Like a blue item to get that level up. Shiny Beedrill for the win. Yes, yes, I got the shiny Beedrill. I only got tier 1, unfortunately. Zanza, I don't know if you have played PokeRogue by now, but you can get up to 3 different tiers of shiny. So you'll notice that my Nidoking is actually tier 2 and looks different than the original shiny. He kind of, I always imagine he looks like a butterscotch monster. He's so cool. I like him. I love the color scheme. But yes, all of my other shinies are tier 1 shinies, so they're probably stuff that you've already seen. And Overquill is not shiny at all. He's actually kind of the guy I need to improve the most. Negative, have yet to snag it. If it helps, it's just a browser game. Literally, all you'd need to do is just go on PokeRogue.net and you would find it. It's a very fun, very addictive game. I have played through a lot of it. I have played probably, at this point, 100 episodes and still have not fully mastered this game. So, and my episodes are usually like 3 hours long. So yeah, it's a long game. It's a long game. Anyway, Tentacruel is not that great against Crabominable. Maybe Weezing is, because that's our other defensive wall. But these guys, one of them is poison. I can deal with him, and I can probably, what do I do against that other one? I'm gonna Strange Steam for what it's worth. Maybe we'll get the confusion on it. Oh, you kidding me with the not hitting him and killing him thing? Really? Okay, all right, that's fine. And now Overquill is, oh, did he attack the Weezing? It's tough to tell where he attacked. Yes, he did. He attacked the Weezing. He would have killed that Overquill. He would have annihilated this dude. I've played more than Rabbit. I have a lot of epic shinies. Yes, you do. Yes. You've actually mentioned, I think you mentioned your count at one point, and I forget what it was, but it was insane. Yeah, 100%. You've played more than me. Not to say anything bad. Like, I rely on you for knowledge. So I'm going back to the experts on these things. I think it's a good idea. Recover, perfect. Overquill needs a recover, honestly. He needs a heal. But Brick Break, though. Ooh, Nidoking with a Brick Break would be mean. I'm gonna see here. I'm gonna see. What do we got? Noxious. No, he's got too many good moves. We can't get rid of these. The provided username is already in use. Oh no, somebody stole Zanza from you? That's amazing. What monster stole my name? Yes, exactly. Let's see here. Attack order. 1,000 arrows is also so good. Ooh. And I need stab moves for this thing. Fell Stinger is the only one I can think to get rid of, but do I need another fighting move is the question. Not just Zanza, but Zanza fight. They stole your numbers too. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, they are just absolute thieves. Absolute thieves. I'm gonna heal the Overquill a little bit because I think he needs it. Overquill's kind of a really good like swap in defensive wall for us too. This thing right here, I'm pretty sure if it has, what is it, freeze dry, then Tentacruel's going down, but I don't think that it does. Tentacruel's not going down, never mind. We're still special. We're still good. So I can Malignant Chain this dude. It's decent, yeah, Struggle Bug. Have fun with that. Easy, easy, easy. And I can Hex. I probably should have done that from the start because that does more damage if they're poisoned. What about Zanza 105 or Zanza 015? Oh no, you're being reduced in numbers. Reduced in numbers, have to take the second name. Destiny Bond, I like the move, honestly, on a Weezing because he's defensive enough to do it, but I don't like the move for most of the game. I think we'll... Did I not take my revive? I'm pretty sure I selected it. Here, I'm just gonna see here. Did I accidentally choose the wrong reward there? No. I chose my revive and it just didn't give me a revive. I needed that revive. I needed that because I was going to G-Max that guy and I need to get him alive to do that. Oh, because it won't even show up the G-Max thing, I don't think, unless you have a Mon that can be G-Maxed. I added a TV. Oh, there you go. That's an easy way to solve it. Yeah, here's a good one. Zamazens. Zamazens. I can't say that 10 times fast. That's too much. It's too much. All right, Tentacruel. It wasn't a great idea to leave that in. I didn't think about it, but it's fine. We've got that now, and Weezing's fine, I guess. At least we can hit that thing with a fairy move, and I can bouncy bob this and maybe do it. I'm gonna throw Strange Steam at that guy, though. Just in case, yeah, because the Piloswine could do a lot of work to us. Ground moves could kill our whole team. So I'm not gonna bother leaving him alive if we can. And that's fine. And if I hadn't actually if I had killed him with a bouncy bub by random chance, then I would then have killed the Crabominable. So it was fine either way. It was all about strats. No Zamazanza? Aw, yeah. Yeah, you gotta go for Zamazanza. That's an awesome one. Because it's got the Pokemon name in there, you know? It's awesome. All right, Elixir. Do I need that? I'm just curious. Ooh, I might need that. Overquill probably doesn't, actually. I think we're good, and I could buy the Revive. I've got 20 grand. I'm just gonna... No, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna not be cheap, but 80, we're not getting a reward like this at the end, so I'll just wait until 81. I'll literally wait it out. It's over. And we got Sea Titan. He is a special wall, I think. I don't remember anything about Sea Titan, and I feel like every time I see him, I forget all the moves he can do. If I hadn't succeeded, that definitely would have been the next try. Yeah. I mean, it's a great one. It's a great name, honestly. But Tentacruel at this point, I'm going to swap to Wheezing, just for the sake of doing something here. Body Press is perfect. We're gonna see. He is definitely physical. Ooh, that's fine. We kill him if he doesn't kill me. Oh, it's 6 HP. There we go. Living on 6. Good job, Wheezing. Zamazanza isn't real. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's, I mean, it's a really addictive game. You have to beat the classic mode, I think, the first time before you unlock challenges, and then you can just do challenges. We're on one of those now. We're on a poison only challenge run. It is actually a specific mode with its own set of achievements and stuff. So there's a lot to this game, but we are also on, like, if you die once, you're dead, and then you lose the whole run. So there is a lot of risk to this. And you can turn that off if you want in the options. I believe it's retries on or off. Yeah, I think that's the rule. So you can turn that on. I think it's on by default that you don't get retries. I'm just curious here. Game settings. It's in this first one. Enable retries. It's always off by default, and you have to turn it on manually. So if you're into that, but I know you do challenges, so maybe you're more into like the hardcore I'm going to win or I'm going to die kind of thing. I should have swapped, but that's fine. This guy's okay. He's not the worst to keep out against an Ice Cube. Yeah, there we go. We got the poison too. Suffering, exactly. Someone get a tissue. All right, he's gone. Easy. Ice Cube is done. It's over. Now, I am curious. Do you think that Ice Cube is good? I do not enjoy it at all. I've tried playing it and I've beaten it pretty easily. I feel like it's not a good mon, even though it's got a really good ability to like eat one physical hit, just to basically nullify a physical hit. I feel like it's not great. Oh, Frostlass is good though. I do like this because Frostlass in an ice run is a really good idea, because then you have a ghost to deal with fighting types. So you can actually just swap this in to eat what your entire team would normally have just died to. Ice Cube's phenomenal if you get away with setting him up. Oh, I see. Okay, if not, he's bad. Okay, that's fine, because I don't think this is a setup kind of game. Like, you can D-dance, or you can swords dance, or you can nasty plot away if you're fast enough, but you can't really get away with like a lot of preamble and setup and nonsense. It's mostly if you hit them with the move that is super effective, you're probably going to wipe them out if you built yourself correctly. And if you get hit, you're going to have to worry about being wiped out in one hit. So it is a little different. The levels go up to 200, by the way. So the stats start to scale out of control. But I'm going to get this guy out of here. I think probably Overquill is really good against this, actually, because we can crunch him. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't have crunched him. What I should, I was going to say I shouldn't have crunched him, but now I'm looking at it. Now I'm looking at the damage. Maybe it was a good idea, because he's going to keep evading, isn't he? Yeah, and there's that. And the snow is helping him too, and the blizzard. Oh, this is actually not great. This is not great. One of them, and we are missing everything. This is insane. All right, I'm just going to let Overquill go down. That's fine. At least we eat another blizzard and get it out of there. That's not great. I guess Tentacruel has to come in. Just don't have the thing. And he avoided the Hex too? Really? We can't do anything else. Like, I'm missing every one of them. He's 75%, I think. He's got one evasion, so he's 75% reduced, and I don't know how much snow does, honestly. But we should not have missed that many times in a row. I know that for a fact. We shouldn't be missing this many times in a row. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? There we go, finally. That thing right there is a nightmare. If you can get the snow set up, that's incredible. All right, PowerPoint, pretty easy choice here. I'm going to give the Bouncy Bubs now, because the Bouncy Bubs will need more of those. Pilot Swine's gonna give us a ton of HP back to help me get back in the game. Missed, that's perfect. Okay, and we'll just Bouncy the rest and get it all back. There we go, easy. Okay, I'm fine with this. The 80s aren't a big threat to me. It's 90 that's going to be the big thing. We got the revive there. That's the Overquill. That's not too much of a concern. I think at this point I've got enough money. I'm gonna get the XP charm. The free belly drum into a physical move. Which one? Oh yes, that's true. Never mind. You're totally right. Yes, if he gets belly drum, then that's awesome. I didn't know he got that. I always mention that I don't know what moves he gets every time I play him, and that's the worst part about it. Currently doing mono water and PokeRogue since I got Battle Pond Froakie. Oh wow. Yeah, that's kind of one of your standouts, so I think that's pretty decent. That's pretty good. I have not done mono water, I don't think. Because I think I wanted to save Tentacruel for that, but Tentacruel's fine, and I can actually bring the Quillfish in and get some Eviolite on him. So, actually no, Quillfish normally doesn't evolve. I can't put Eviolite on him. Ooh, I forgot about that. Obviously doing inverted types, I cannot figure that out. I always screw that one up. I can't do inverted types at all. Sneasel probably can deal with this. Oh, that's not bad. I outsped him. That's impressive. All right, I'm going to Bouncy Bub just because I don't want to use all of my best moves. So I got a Bouncy Bub right now just to get rid of him. Quick Claw, perfect idea. We'll put this on the... Overquill's not super fast, but I would like maybe Tentacruel to hit first, because what is his base speed? I'm just curious. Base speed 100. Actually, he is faster than... I always underestimate him. I'll put this on the Garbodor. I'll put it on the Garbodor because I know he's slow. He's probably the slowest mon on my repertoire, no question. Go-Goat, I could probably kill him with this, but I can get Nidoking out and set up on him too. So I'm gonna get the D-Dance going. Easy dancing. Leaf Blade, that's gonna hurt a little, and the burn is probably gonna start whittling us down, but at least we deal with that and we're set. And I get the levels on everybody. Like, Nidoking can do the sweeps until 90. That's gonna be fine. At 90, it's gonna be dangerous, but the X speed is not the worst. I'll take it because we're coming up to the challenge fight. So that's fine, we'll leave this in. Noxious, because obvious reasons. Bop this dude. I can easily do inverse types since I studied every Pokemon's weakness, viability, and uses on teams. Yeah, I don't know if I'm as knowledgeable on those types, because sometimes I'll just ask, like, what is Fairy weak against? What is Fairy weak against again? And I lose it. And also, nice 16161 experience. But yeah, it's always Fairy type too, it's the worst. I know, I'm a PvP warlord. I feel like, you know what? I feel like I need to get the Pokemon Showdown set up and actually fight you in a match. Because I think that'll be a really bad one-sided fight in favor of you. I think that you would win that one, but it would be really fun. Now, does anybody want return? Is the question. Garbodor could potentially use it. I don't think I have great moves. I have 2 poison moves. I literally can't hit a steel type with this guy. Like, if there was a steel type that I had the last mon with, I can't do anything with it right now. Even return wouldn't help with that though. I don't know. Like, return's a great move. It's 102 base if you got full friendship, but I don't have any normal poisons. I think there's only actually 1 in the entire game. So I'm not that concerned, I guess. That's fine. I'll get Nidoking healed up and get the Nugget because I get a little more out of it. And I should be able to kill this because Frostlass, he was very specially defensive. He should not be physically defensive. Let's go for it. Don't you dare be Levitate. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Ooh. Actually, I took a little less than I thought I would. I thought I'd do more damage to him. I'll be possibly seeing you in Showdown. Yeah, I gotta get that set up. But as soon as I do, I think that I've got to start like going open challenge because I feel like it's gonna be really fun. I think it'll be really enjoyable. Memory Mush, did we need... No, we need that for the what is it? The Heat Wave for Weezing. I could take that instead of the physical move because Weezing is not set up to be physical. Here, I'm just gonna check him out for now. Just out of curiosity, let's see, what do we got? We're defensive, yeah, it's massively defense increase. It's still not doing a lot of damage. Like, I thought Body Press would be better than it is, and we have maxed out IVs on defense. And I guess attack doesn't really matter because we use the defense stat. So we have maxed out IVs, we have a defensive nature, and it still doesn't feel like it's doing all that much. Like, weirdly enough, my Tentacruel has better special defense than my Weezing has defense. And that's Weezing's best stat. I don't know. As far as this, I guess I'll keep what I've got and I'll just take the Leppa, but I'm kind of debating it. I'll put this on... I'll put it on Nidoking. I was thinking about it for a moment. We can't beat him with Frostlass. We've already proven. Frostlass beats this guy, so Tentacruel. Because Tentacruel can at least hex him, and I get the first hit all the time, and he was actually eating that very, very much less than he did a Dig, with a +1 D-Dance. I am surprised. Anyway, big damage, Misty Terrain, don't need it, and we get a rare. We get a Vroom. If I could have put this on my team, that might have actually replaced the Garbodor because we don't need a G-Max to get the Steel Poison at that point. That's the thing. We're still waiting on the G-Max band so that we can get the G-Max Mushroom so that we can actually get our Poison Steel. It's a long process. X special attack is not the worst thing going into the Ice Gym, actually. I'm going to take this. That's not the worst thing, Sneasel. That's fine. We can eat this guy up. Never mind, we're fine. I was thinking maybe that would be a little dangerous. It would only be dangerous if we're frozen. Otherwise, we just eat that HP back. Easy, easy, easy. Now, a Citrus Berry. Yeah, I'll take that. Level 69, nice. So, Melanie, I think I've beaten her once, so I probably don't get the free ribbon for beating her the first time. The +5 ribbon. But that's fine. I'm going to Acid Armor. I think this guy's still special, but at least I get to set up, and he can't do a whole lot to me. Apparently, he's going physical. Oh, Freeze Dry. I see you. No, you did not. It froze me. All right. Oh, I was defrosted immediately. All right. That's fine. I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. Oh, and he water absorbs. I see you, big dog. All right. Can he do anything to me? He can Freeze Dry me. I know this thing gets Freeze Dry. He got Brine. Ooh. I'm just going to Malignant him out. Frost Breath. It always crits. Come on. Oh, there we go. Actually, we're fine because I get the Citrus Berry. So I can Malignant this. He's gone. That's probably our biggest threat gone. And Tentacruel ate that up. Darmanitan. All right. Darmanitan's not doing it. He's not taking me down. He could crit me and kill me, honestly, at that range. But if he doesn't crit me, he doesn't do it. And I'm just going to Bouncy Bomb him because I'm just healing up everything. Bite, that's fine. Easy, easy. We're +6. We're fully set up. Tentacruel is good. Oh, and he sent it the Ice Cube. All right, Malignant Chain. Just eventually we're going to whittle it down. Easy, easy, easy. Special attack doesn't matter. It's over. Wow. She's just swapping into everything she has. I'm just finishing the whole team. This is incredible. And I got more power points back for the Malignant. Wow. Yeah, this is not working out very well for her. Easy, easy sweep. So 90's at least going very well. I'm pleased with that. Delibird is terrible, so we can just knock that dude right out of the competition. Honestly, I can just sit here and Bouncy Bub the rest of it because she swapped in everything and it all took massive damage because of that. I do like the Ice Darmanitan because it's kind of a nice contrast to the Fire one. But I don't like its look as much as the original. All right, Forest and Mountain. Mountain can have potentially rock types, which would be really easy to deal with. Forest is going to have probably bugs and probably some grass. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go Mountain. I think we want to check out Mountain and see what even is there. Because I don't remember Mountain very well. It was our bird run. We do have some birds out here. Do we have anything that hits a bird, actually? We have a lot of poison moves. And we have an ice move with this guy. Never mind. I can send out Nidoking. Okay, perfect. So we can go out here. We can D-Dance. Because I can hit them with a 95% accurate move. And I got Flame Orb, so I pretty much just sweep with one D-Dance. And honestly, even if I find a ground type, or a rock type rather, I can deal with that. Modest Nature is not bad. Who doesn't have Modest? I'm pretty sure that Tentacruel, I was debating Modest. We can check out his natures right here, actually. Just gonna see, we pretty much do not have Modest. I'd love to unlock that. It would give us, technically it would reduce our special defense, I think. But it would still be decent for us because our special attack would be so high, we'd heal a lot more. So it's a trade-off, but I'm gonna do it. I think that's a good idea. I think Weezing doesn't want that. He wants to be our defensive wall. Tentacruel is already good to just do more damage. I think it's just a good idea. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's great. Anyway, dealt with the Pidgeot, because Pidgeot is, by itself, I find Pidgeot's not that great. It doesn't learn great moves naturally. You can teach it some TMs, but naturally it learns very terrible moves for this kind of a game. 92. Oh, I forgot about that. Ooh, do I need an Expedef? He's got a lot of physical attackers. I don't know how much value I'm gonna get out of that. I'll take the egg voucher. That's fine. I didn't know how much I would actually get out of that. So that's fine. We'll just Mountain Gale. We'll deal with this guy. I should have used the egg voucher, honestly. Modest is special attack, down attack, the opposite of adamant. Yeah, no, what we had is an up special defense nature and down attack. I forget which one that is. It's probably timid or something that I just don't know. But modest is one of the best natures in the game, and I'd love to unlock it for my guy. So yeah, I had to debate it. It replaces the special attack, or the special D up nature, but at least then I have the spatak to kind of work around it. I might have said it was up attack, down special attack, but that's what I meant. I knew what modest was, but yeah. And then adamant, of course, being the opposite, yeah. Those are the two best natures, in my opinion, just in general, because you'll generally set up your mons to use one of those two stats, not to be a mixed. Sometimes you do, like, there's mixed Tyranitar, there's, obviously our coughing, our wheezing on our team can be mixed because his attack stats are basically the same. But, you know, it's kind of like that. As far as this, do I want more Mountain Gales? Because I'm using them a lot. I kind of don't. I kind of want to get the recovers so that our Wheezing, our physical tank, is the most tanky he can be right now. Nidoking against Gigalith. I think that he probably has Earthquake though, doesn't he? And we have Dig, and he's going to just destroy me if he has that. I think Tentacruel deals with this. That's fine, because at least Tentacruel can Bouncy Bub him. Iron Defense, that's fine. Okay, never mind, he's an idiot. He's gone. At least we can Bouncy Bub and take some of that back. So there is that. Naughty Mint, up attack, down Spadef. You know, that might not be bad. Who could actually use a better nature? This guy's perfect. I mean, that's fine. That's, Now, he's down defense right now. I think he's a better special defender than he is a defender. No, he's a better defender than he is a special. What am I talking? No, he's a better defender, but I don't think he's amazing at it. This guy, up attack, down special D. I don't know if I want that because I like the idea of him being a second swap in. So we got that. Obviously, we're not changing. Wait, we have a minus special attack, up special D? When did I get that nature? I thought I changed him to be up attack, down defense or something like that. I think that's actually great then. We'll get naughty nature because that's fine. We can lose the special D and then Nidoking can be a better attacker because that's what he wants to do. I probably don't have adamant, otherwise I would have gone with that because we had the whole thing set up for him to be a physical monster. Tentacruel's fine, actually. I'll acid armor. Yeah. Ooh, no, actually we're good. Never mind. I can acid armor a couple of times. Magigacha, that's annoying because it can burn, but we'll hex him down. Shadow Ball, that's fine. We eat that up. We eat that up. This is the special wall. We eat that up. So we're good here. Como-o. Probably physical. I'm gonna Malignant Chain. Ooh, EQ. Oh, EQ does a lot. I'm gonna Bouncy Bub then. That did very little. That's fine. Okay, another Malignant should kill. There we go. Not too shabby. Very decent, very decent. Wall Rain. Oh my goodness, we have nothing we can use our heal on. Malignant Chain's not gonna do. Oh, with the poison it actually did. Because of the Lumberries. Never mind, he had Lumberries, but we still dealt with him. I was thinking the poison would be necessary, but we were probably in a range there. Two cannon, Bouncy Bubbin'. I'm Bouncy Bubbin' this one because I need that health. Beak Blast hurts, it really does, but we're getting more out of this than we're losing. So I'm good with that. And he healed up again, so we get even more. Not too bad, and we get Toxic Chain. So at this, oh, he healed again, never mind. I was thinking I was gonna use my other setup to finish up my +4 to +6, but if he's going to just give me more health, I think that's probably better in the long run. And then we annihilate the Incineroar. There's no way he beats this. Yeah, Flare Blitz did nothing. It did nothing. Oh, come on. He lived on like 4 HP. We'll hex him and just get rid of him. Just annihilate him. All right, that was an easy 95 rival. That really, really was an easy one. As far as this, PowerPoint Max is not a bad idea. What do we want that for? Because I know there's something we got. Like Barb Barrage would be perfect for it. Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot's tentative. I think I'm going to replace that with a Steel move at some point. Finish my team, it'll totally spook you. Yeah, what do you got? What do you got? Strange Steam is also a thing. We don't need as many of those, though, I don't think, because I don't use him as much. Thousand Arrows is really good. I want the Overquill's Barb Barrages. We need those because those are kind of his best move. So we want the best move on him. Let's go for it. And I'm going to get right back out to the Nidoking. Easy swap. D-Dance it up again, because I think we kill off everything up to 100 here. He missed Hurricane, which actually might have done the damage. Now that we swap to a down special D nature, he might have done what he needed to do. Ooh, X accuracy would guarantee we don't miss. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's fine. I'm cool. It's just ghost types plus a certain grass type who heard what you said about grass types. Yeah, I do have a bit of a thing against grass, don't I? It's kind of a thing. Noxious definitely kills the Go-Goat. Now, don't get me wrong. I think grass in an applied play sense is way better than bug. But the typings by themselves, vacuum, no contest, grass is very slightly weaker. The moves are way better because there's like 4 grass moves that are worth anything. Oh, sorry, 4 bug moves that are worth anything. There's like 60 grass moves that are worth something. Let's be real, grass is a really good move set going for it. But its typing and the things it's super effective against, it's very rare you would take a grass move. It's kind of like psychic. It's not good against enough stuff that you'd want to take it. And the type itself, like if you brought a grass type into a fight, it's weak to 7 other types. It's not great. You've got a lot of ways that that grass type can get annihilated. It's kind of scary to swap into, but they can be fun. They can be really fun. I do think that they're weak in terms of their typing, but I think they're fun. Now, do I need... I think a Pokeball is perfect. Came up with more Apex Evos. Ooh, also we got 1 Evo with the Crook. I don't think we... Like, he's gonna EQ me, right? I'm just gonna go to my Levitate guy. Is this guy Levitate? Yes, perfect. I'm gonna go to Weezing. Because we got the Fairy type, and he was going for it too. I knew it. I saw you, big dude. We're going Strange Steam. Easy, easy. Easy, easy. Okay, and we got the 2 hits. Actually, that's perfect because the Parental Bond lets us hit again. So we get that last little bit of chip health. All right, so 1 for Feraligatr, another for Starmie, and 1 more for a special Mon. It's your favorite Mon. Ooh, I feel like you mentioned this at one point. Now, to be fair, today I have forgotten basically everything that exists. So I feel like I'm not, by forgetting your favorite Mon, I feel like I'm not that horrible today because I've forgotten everything. So it's amazing. Don't know if I want to lure, honestly. I'll just take the Nugget. We'll get some more money. We're at 33 grand. We're doing very well. I'll just Sludge Bomb this guy, actually. Yeah, that's good. Oh, it wasn't quite enough. Ooh, that's fine. I'll Body Press just to get rid of the last little bit there. Easy, easy, easy. Drinking is good. Healthy water. The target is stabbed with a tentacle arm. I do like Poison Jab, but the problem is we have egg moves that are all better than Poison Jab, and that's the big thing. I think we'll just get the rare candy and we'll bump somebody past the level cap. Who do we want? I'm sitting on Nidoking, and I think that's the one actually. Nidoking's really good. We'll get him in there. Nidoking's amazing. And I'll just D-Dance and... Oh, I shouldn't have even D-Dance. There was no need to. Like, Fearo's not living through 1. If we hit, there we go. He's gone. Easy, easy. So whenever Feraligatr holds Draconic Fang, boosts Dragon moves by 50 and turns Water moves into Dragon moves, it becomes, you know, weirdly enough, the Draconic Fang has a bit of a deficit there because the Dragon typing of those moves actually makes them weaker moves. I do like that in a certain regard because it makes him kind of weaker before he actually gets stronger. I feel like that might be a good trend to take on with some of those Apex Mons you've been talking about. Now, do we want Volcano or Wasteland? Wasteland is dragons, which means Nidoking is pretty much the only one for... Oh no, because Wasteland can have a ton of ground types. Because there's Garchomp, there is Flygon, there is... I think there's like 2 more Dragon Grounds. There's a lot of... Like, Dragon Ground is pretty common. I'm gonna go Volcano. I at least can deal with Volcano. I don't know if I can deal with the Wasteland. And also, there's probably some guys in here I still haven't caught. So Nidoking... I'll get Tentacruel in there. This is fine. Is it Sunny? It is Sunny. So he doesn't get as much for the water, but we at least eat up those hits a little better too. Because we have the water typing. Inferno with the burn. Are you kidding me? That kind of did it right there. We'll bouncy. We'll just heal off of this guy. That's fine. I do like Rapidash just as a Mon, but I get he's basically just a unicorn. Like that's all that's really going on with him, but still. I mean, I like him, but I acknowledge that he's not that good or that unique, you know? Anyway, I'm getting the protein because Nidoking can use it because he's kind of our sweeper at this point. Ooh, this guy right here, Colossal, he's basically annihilated, honestly, with a ground move. So I might as well just attack him. There's no point. And I'm not going to send Tentacruel against that. We're already burned. It's not that good for this. Beedrill's going to get annihilated because he's weak to both of those types, and I bet you he doesn't have speed. Beedrill's bad until he gets Mega. Then he's insane. Like, I don't understand how he gets so good, but he's terrible until then. Draconical for Alligator, typing Water Dragon special move, Primal Rage. Go into a Fury-like state where you hit mons for super effective damage no matter the typing. Ooh, yeah, that'll be a little powerful though, wouldn't it? That would be a little powerful because for Alligator's not a pushover. He's got some stats. I don't know if Colossal actually has any super effective moves against us, like any ground. No, that's fine, we're good. Rock Blast, that's good. And now we're burned, so we actually get the Guts boost. So not too shabby. He's getting destroyed by a dig. There's no way that Colossal lived through that. Easy, easy, and Nidoking is so powerful when he's got all the boosts going. I don't even need a Facade Nidoking. I literally just need him to use a poison move. Like, he's so good. All right, 102 to 110. I don't think there's anything I have to worry about at all. I'm pretty sure I could just get the Super Lure and just start. Ooh, Delphox. I've never evolved that. All right, Nidoking obviously staying in. Tentacruel staying in just because it eats those hits. I'm gonna Noxious Torque, actually. I was thinking maybe I would use my, what is it? I would go ahead and just dig on him, but I'm just gonna Noxious. It's just easier, and then we'll Hex. Grumpig is gone. There's no way. There's no way. Also, if I was mean, I could have made it 3 times, 2 times damage. Made it deal 3 times damage, 2 times if it was hit with Taunt before using Primal Rage. I might have read that one incorrectly, but yes, I feel like if it dealt more damage than it was already going to deal, that would be way worse. Fire Blast, that's fine, we eat that up. We eat that up, that's okay. I don't want to risk another hit, but I kind of want to catch this thing because Delphox is really cool and I don't have much for its pre-evo. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Nidoking, I'm gonna set up once. We're gonna D-Dance and we're gonna Bouncy Bub and we're gonna get some out of this. There we go. Maybe I live through this next Fire Blast. It's sunny, so it's painful. Don't hit the Nidoking. Okay, perfect. We hit the Tentacruel. He's kind of my special wall, so it works. I'm a U-Ball. That's a crit too? Oh, come on! And Nidoking's blasted! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna do Starmies and the specials tomorrow. See ya. Yeah, absolutely. If you want, throw them in the Discord. If you haven't joined Discord, Necro on there tends to do a bunch of drawings and theory crafting, so it's super fun. But join up if you want. No pressure at all. Anyway, thanks for joining for so long. That's so cool. And yeah, I did kind of impromptu PokeRogue this session, but, you know, we got to do something if the games just don't work, you know? Overquill's got to get out there. He's got to get out there. There's no way, right? I think in for a penny, in for a pound, honestly. I want this Delphox. I want this Delphox. And then, of course, I get crit. Of course, for my hubris, I get crit. All right, that's fine. We're going to catch it. It's literally going to be everything. There we go. It was worth nothing. Okay, perfect. After all that, of course it was worth nothing. But honestly, I'm not that concerned in this area because we've done some decent work here and the Mons can handle this place. Knockoff is not the worst. Move does more damage if the target has a held item. How much more does that do, actually? I'm just gonna check that up. Knock off Pokey. There we go. We're gonna see how much more it does. Damage is increased by 50%, so 97.5. That actually makes it better than Crunch. Probably makes it slightly worse than 2 Crunches if you get the defense drop, I should say. But at this point, I'm tempted to get one of these guys back because we kind of need them. And I feel like Nidoking is kind of the one. Because I think at this point, we need something to deal with the volcano since I was a little greedy, and we won't talk about that. Oh, I can't learn Knockoff with Overquill? Oh, that's unfortunate. And nobody else is, well, Tentacruel could, but it's physical, isn't it? Yeah, it's totally physical. What am I talking about? All right, I can get the big nugget, and at least I basically got a free revive out of that. That's fine. Salazzle is really decent. I do like that Mon. Now, we'll get Nidoking out there to deal with the Altaria, and what can deal with the Salazzle is the question. Overquill is probably the only one who I can really rely on to deal with him, because I can't hit him with the Garbodor just yet. So that's kind of a thing. I'm going to... I don't know if I actually... Like, I can kill the Altaria. I know I can do that, so I'm just going to do that. And we're going to Vicious Rend. That might do something, because Salazzle's pretty weak. The burn actually stopped me from being able to. Never mind. There's no way, yeah. There's no way. It got halved. I got healed with the burn, but it's still a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna D-Dance and I'm going to just let the Overquill die. That's fine. Venoshock, yeah, he's killing it. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really need the Overquill for this whole area, and I need the Nidoking to be set up. So that's something. Now we outspeed the Salazzle. Garbodor can get in there and get that XPs. We're going to, oh, we don't have anything that's really good against him. Dig is gonna be incredible, but if we had EQ, I could literally just go into the Weezing all the time and levitate over. That's the biggest thing. At this point, I'm just going to, I'm gonna Pain Split. Because if he hits me, he hits me. If he doesn't, it does nothing. There we go. So we eat enough HP back, and now we definitely hit him. I'm gonna Amnesia. There we go. 4 times super effective on a Salazzle who has no defense, and we're good. It's pretty easy, and we get the boost. So not too shabby. Reviver Seed's a big deal for Nidoking. That's actually gonna help us a lot. And we're set up to Mountain Gale. Like, we can just deal with everything now with the Nidoking. The Dig is just so much slower. That really does the work. That's the biggest issue. So I'm gonna get Tentacruel back because that is something we 100% need here. Ooh, this is interesting. Medicham, I'm pretty sure I can just knock right out. But the problem is the Rapidash. I don't know if I have anything that one-shots it. Tentacruel is the closest we can get. Now, if I dug here and then ate a thing with Tentacruel and then just drain some HP out of Rapidash, it's a little too ambitious. Here, I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna drain this way. That's fine. We'll just get rid of the Medicham because he's got little defense, so we can at least deal with that, and we'll get what we can here. And we poison him too. Flare Blitz hurts a lot. Oh, wow. Okay, that's fine. That's perfect. I'll D-Dance, I will Bouncy Bub, and we get another D-Dance up. So now we can start sweeping through the rest of the zone. I don't know if taking the lure was a smart idea, honestly. Like, it's actually working against us a little bit here. But that's fine. I'm gonna need the Hyper Pot. 200, actually perfectly 200 HP I needed, so that was decent. And the Great Ball? No, I'll get the Rare Candy, because we're actually falling a little bit behind. I think that probably I'll get this on the Tentacruel because I need him to be high up. Arcanine's also scary, so obviously these are our only Mons here. We're basically down to 1 D-Dance with a double speed boost, which probably doesn't kill the Arcanine without super effective, honestly. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm going to Acid Armor just in case, because Torkoal can be mean, but Arcanine can do a lot more damage, honestly. Oh, there we go, never mind. Torkoal didn't do anything. We're good, we're perfect. I'll just Bouncy Bub him. There we go, Nidoking him. Okay, so he was trying to use E-Speed, wasn't he? I think he was, I'm just curious. I missed it again while it was replaying. Oh well, oh well. We got a lot of HP out of that. Eruption, that's fine. It didn't do a whole lot because he didn't have the HP to do it. So I'm gonna D-Dance, I'm gonna Bouncy Bub. That's fine, because if he erupts now, even with a crit, it does basically nothing. There we go, we're fine. And Toxic just kills, yeah. Look at the little tiny chip damage, I love it. All right, so easy enough. We got our D-Dances back and we're at +3 speed. And we don't have a fight at 110. So as long as I don't have a trainer fight, I can sweep through the whole thing. That's fine. Camerupt is not fine. Camerupt can use Earthquake. Ooh. I'm gonna keep these guys in. We're going to Mountain Gale the Cam. Hopefully we hit, and we're gonna hit this Magcargo. There we go, because he's dead if he's hit. It's double damage. Perfect, easy. Magcargo didn't die with a 4 times super effective hit? Really? I'm kind of surprised. I'm gonna D-Dance again, because I might as well Tentacruel is going to do the kill. I am just amazed that Magcargo survived that, because how does he survive that? He's not that defensive. He's not that defensive. The dude is not very good. I'll get more Special D. There we go. Just in case, I'm a little risking it. Colossal versus Tentacruel. Obviously, I'm digging Tentacruel here. We can swap this, actually. I'll go to the Weezing, because I can deal with the Mightyena that way, and then Nidoking doesn't take any damage, and Mightyena is terrible, so it works out very well. He's gone, easy. He's gone, super quick. Tar Shot, that's fine. You want to lower Weezing's speed, you go right ahead, buddy. You have fun with that. I'll just Body Press for whatever. Just in case it was necessary, I don't know. It probably wasn't, it probably did nothing. But, you know. Nugget, X Attack, ooh. That's interesting. I don't know which one I want. I don't think I need the X Attack. I'll get the money. The money is a little better. We get Camerupt. We're easy. It's a win. It's a win. I'm just gonna dig and just do super effective. Oh no! He did Earthquake! The Reviver Seed came in, but I didn't want to waste it there. That's the thing. Do I have to? Okay. Wait, what? I was already digging. Why? Huh? Okay. I guess I'm swapping it to Tentacruel now. At least get the first bar done. That's fine. He's gonna kill me here, but that's fine. Oh, he didn't. Ooh, I see you, big dog. All right, we get it all back. We win. That was a glitch. That was the first glitch that actually affected me because sometimes, most of the time I've seen it affect the NPCs. But that time it affected me and I don't think that should have happened that way. Anyway, Tentacruel here is still not super great against Starmie. Overquill is, never mind. Overquill's awesome against Starmie. And Wormadam, basically, we can just deal with that with anything, honestly. I'll just get the Tentacruel out there for that, actually. I was thinking about it for a moment, and I'm like, but he can deal with that. And is it sunny? It's still sunny. Still sunny. We're gonna crunch. We're going to, Malignant is not the greatest. I'm gonna Hex. I'm gonna do whatever I can to get rid of the Starmie. He's got Cosmic, which is definitely gonna save him a little bit, but if we're both on him, perfect, he's gone. Easy, easy, easy. And he's trying to fissure. I see you, big dog. All right, we're gonna Bouncy Bub. We're gonna get rid of this guy. He has very low, I think it's Special D he has very low of, but even if it wasn't, Wormadam's not a good mon. So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Nuggets, X Defense, Gyro Ball. That's not actually a great move now that I remember it. But Weezing can learn it, Overquill. Garbodor can't? Are you kidding me? That's the one I would have taught it to because I needed another move for him, but that's fine. We could get money, but I think I want the Lumberry and just put that on the... I don't want to put on the Nidoking, actually. I was thinking about it, and I'm like, but he needs the burn. Why would I do that? I'll put it on the Overquill. Put it on the Overquill, Rocket Grunts. Not the ideal team I would have started with, but I guess I can make it work. So I'm just going to... I'm going to Vicious Rend, because that'll do a lot of damage, and then Tentacruel can get set up. Tentacruel can get set up. That's fine. We don't outspeed the Beedrill, that's the thing. I'm gonna get fully set up with the Tentacruel. Hopefully he doesn't crit me. Beedrill's dead, never mind. Perfect, he's not gonna crit anything. And Muck, just doing some damage. The Annihilate is probably his best option, but I feel like setting up Toxic Spikes doesn't help us here because he's just gonna swap into a Poison type and eat those Toxics. I think honestly I gotta get out. Overquill's gotta go. Weezing could come in because he can eat any fighting move. And I can Hex if I want, honestly. Actually, I could Hex or I could let that, I could basically wait for the Weezing to do the work. I could get the last Acid Armor up and that way we're just good. Because both of these can tank everything on their team. Ooh, except for the Tantrum, wow. That's painful. All right, we're going to Bouncy Bub. We're gonna get as much of that back as we can. Did Muck just tighten his focus? Oh, he tried a Stomping Tantrum on the Weezing. Oh, I lucked out on that one. That was super lucky. Okay, Focus Punch, that's fine. You have fun with that, dude. We're just gonna Sludge Bomb the Arcanine and Bouncy Bub to get some more HP back, because that'll get almost all of it perfect. And now we're actually correcting from that, and of course, Weezing gets his double hits. Amazing. So now we dealt with that whole side too. That's the better part. As far as this, I gotta get out of there because he doesn't do anything right now. Nidoking can technically just go and do whatever he wants at this point. Because, like, what is the Muck gonna do to him? Gunk Shot? Gunk Shot on the Tentacruel doesn't matter. Perfect. All right, I can D-Dance and I'm going to Bouncy Bub. Perfect. So we still hit him. We get rid of that, the Focus Punch, and we got a D-Dance set up. I don't know if I want to go for a second. No, I'll go for a second. I'll go for a second. Like, he can't do anything. Oh, and he's dead. Never mind. Golem, if he doesn't have Sturdy, is dead. Easy. He had Sturdy. He lived through it. I could D-Dance again now that I think about it. Oh, there we go. So the third D-Dance, I mean, it really wasn't necessary, but we're definitely killing the Vileplume now with 100% accurate. So I'm just going to go with Acid Armor for whatever it's worth. No, it wouldn't have mattered. Never mind. That's fine. We got rid of it at least. That's fine. I'm good with that. And Muck, Mountain Gale kills, so sure, and we'll Bouncy Bub just in case he didn't hit. Just in case, because then we'd at least get rid of the Focus Punch. It's not gonna do anything to anybody, but at least then. I'll D-Dance again and we'll Bouncy Bub because that eats him up, and then we get 4 for whatever Mon we fight next, so we guaranteed kill it no matter what we do. It's a big deal. Nidoking's pretty awesome as a sweeper. I feel like I went a little much on the D-Dances, honestly. I didn't really need that many. But it's still, I mean, it's an easy one. It's an easy win. Do we need power points? Mountain Gale, maybe. Maybe. I kind of feel like, I think there was one. Maybe Gunk Shot? I don't even know if I want that one. That's the problem. I don't know if I want Gunk Shot. Vicious Rend will be nice to have. Sludge Bomb, Body Press, Strange Steam is also kind of nice to have. I'll get 1,000 Arrows just in case Beedrill gets his Mega, because that's a thing. Ooh. You look like someone with a lot of capable Pokemans. Now, is Beedrill... He's not super fast, but he might be fast enough, and I don't use him. He's 75. He's terrible. Never mind. Mega B would have been good for this, but normal B, no. All right. Warehouse work is strength and endurance. I'm assuming that means attack and HP. That might be a Garbodor thing. Attack and HP are not the greatest, honestly. He'd probably, like, we'd almost get as much with the speed. I think we'd just go Beedrill, and we'll just make some deliveries, because we're not using the Beedrill for anything. So we might as well let him go and make us some money. Helped us out a bit. 4,400. That's decent money for a bit, honestly. I'm good with that, and Beedrill doesn't do anything on our team, really, just yet. Shadow Ball, big deal move. But on the Mons that, like, I would have enjoyed that on Tentacruel. If that could have been a Tentacruel move, I would have been all over that. The problem is it's not. It's on the Overquill, the Weezing, which has a better moveset, honestly. The Ghost move is not as good as a fighting move. So I'm thinking at this point, we can Rare Candy. I was going to Hyper, but I can honestly just Super and just get a little bit back. And then I'll Rare Candy and give the Nidoking a little bit more of an edge to do more damage to the 114 guy, because he's going to be an admin, so it's going to be a thing. I'm here to put an end to your meddling. Poliwrath, never mind. We got to get out of there. Nope, that's not a thing. Tentacruel can eat this up. Oh, interesting. I can Acid Armor. Ooh, actually, that did a lot of damage. Don't crit me. Oh, East Sludge Bomb, perfect. I eat this up. I eat that up. All right, let's Acid Armor. Okay, he flinched me there. That was the big thing. So we'll Acid again. A crit would kill. Okay, perfect. He flinched me again. Are you kidding me? There we go. We're eating it up. We're eating it up. Speed rush. There was no way I was outspeeding you. That speed was not necessary. Crobat has 130 base speed. Tentacruel has 100. There's no way I was outspeeding him. I would literally need 3 Carbos to be able to match his speed, let alone outspeed him. All right, at this point, I've got this, because, yeah, I outspeed Poliwrath. Poliwrath is, like, average in everything, and that kind of makes him bad at everything, because average is not appealing to a lot of people. We might kill? Does the Toxic kill? It doesn't quite. That's fine. We basically waste another move. I'll waste a Hex. That's fine. I'm okay with that, because at least we are outspeeding him. Muck. Bouncy Bub. Let's see what we get. That's still fine HP, actually. I'll take it. I will eat that up. Oh, he reduced it more. That's a problem. I'm gonna Hex him. That's fine. Gunk Shot. It's okay. We can eat those all day long. Ooh. Bouncy Bub, Malignant Chain? I'm not entirely sure. Mew is average. I'm assuming that was apropos of something that you had found, because I didn't see Mew at all. But if you're talking about like 100 stats and everything, then yes. Mew would be average legendary. I think that average normal Mon would be like 85 in every stat. But average legendary 100%, you're talking about Mew. Yeah, that's just the thing. Mew, Arceus, was it Shaman that was the third one? I think there are 4 of them actually. I feel like there are 4. I think those 3 are 100 and everything. No, Arceus is 120 and everything. Never mind, I keep getting that wrong. Arceus is 120 and everything. He's actually above average and everything. He's 720 base stat total. I keep forgetting that one too, because I always think he's weaker than he actually is. He is still technically weak in a certain respect, because like Mega Mewtwo can beat him by just stat pool alone. However, I feel like he would probably win that fight, wouldn't he? Because he's got all those different discs that can change his typing, so he could technically win the fight against basically anything. Oh, I probably shouldn't have stayed in, but that's actually, you know what? That wasn't bad. I eat that up. I eat that up. That Thunder Punch didn't do much. I can Bouncy Bub again, as long as he doesn't crit. As long as he doesn't crit. He crit. He crit, he's gone. Okay, the 3 Pixies are also 100 base stat total. I didn't remember that, actually, yeah. Yeah, Uxie, Mesprit, and what is the other one? Dave Chappelle. I believe those are the 3. But yeah, no, Nidoking, I should have just swapped it to Nidoking. What am I doing? There we go, he's gonna swap to Kangaskhan, but at this point, we actually kind of check him, I guess. I can Noxious Torque and just do what I can. And that kills 100%, wow. Okay, perfect. I didn't know if it would, but that's fine. I'll dig because he can get Earthquake, but I bet you he doesn't have it. Most Mucks wouldn't carry that. So it makes sense. And Electivire, I mean, I'll just Noxious Torque him. Just a 100 accuracy move, just get him out of here. Yeah, it's Uxie, Mesprit, and oh my goodness, I'm thinking about it now. I'm just forgetting. Here, I'm just Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. That's I never would have gotten it. And the worst part is Azelf is the one I like the most because it's the Azure one. It's really cool. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know Pokemon. I don't know things today, to be fair. I was kind of hoping that would be more valuable, like a King's Rock or something. That would have been so much better. But it's fine. I don't need the PowerPoint Max. I think we need more experience. I think that'll work out a little better. And Giovanni, I should have actually healed. Ooh, that's not good. And Persian probably has Surf or something to take me out. Our Special Wall's dead, but Garbodor can eat that hit. Honchkrow, ooh, I should have stayed in. Oh, this Gunk Shot. Rhyperior, it's still gonna do something. Oh, it doesn't do that much. All right, that's fine. Wheezing, because we eat a ground move. There we go. There we go. And Body Press is gonna do something. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, that's so bad. All right, I'm gonna Strange Steam. Oh, come on. He predicted it like a champion. All right, so Nidoking is here. That means our Nidoking can beat him. Fire Punch, ooh, that hurt a lot. Mountain Gale should kill. No, like, not even boosted up, just burned with the guts. It should still kill, so that's fine. Honchkrow, we should still kill. It's risky, it's risky. We stole some stuff though, that's decent. We are losing a lot of our Mons though, and that's kind of the problem. All right, I'm not even gonna stand against Dugtrio. I bet you he just outspeeds and kills me. Yeah, I need high horsepower, that would do it. I'm going to... Body Press probably kills, but Strange Steam could also do some work. The problem is if he has another poison type. And I don't think he's swapped into it yet. We'll try it. We'll try it. Oh, Sucker Punch! Oh, that's not doing anything. You're... Oh, he's confused. Oh, he's gone. Never mind. Never mind. I keep forgetting about the parental bond. Rhyperior. All right. At this point, we know we can half HP him. I'm sure he's going for like Rock Throw or Rock Barrage or whatever it is. Secret Power. No, he went for that last time. Never mind. I'm going to wait for the Recover. Even a crit doesn't kill me at this point. We got a crit on him. Rock Wrecker kills me. Never mind. Ooh, that's not good. Nidoking can deal with him. I don't know if we can. I don't think we can, actually. I think I just sacked my Nidoking. That's fine. Unless he flinched. Oh, he recharges. Never mind. We didn't sack off. Ooh. Okay, perfect. That thing's gone. Nidoking's still dead because of the burn, but we did the damage we needed to do. Okay, I forgot about that. And we have the Mega. I'm pretty sure that we don't have anything to answer that, but that's fine. At least we can Overquill and sort of shut him down a little bit. I'm going to get Garbodor out so that I can get another Intimidate drop, because I think that's a good idea. Ooh, we actually ate that up pretty well. Oh, and we get another weak armor boost, so we're actually at speeding. Dire Claw probably does something, but he kills me at this point, right? Like, I think that's just a thing. May also poison. This could do anything. Let's do it. Yeah, he kills. It's 100%. So he's confused after 2. That's perfect. We'll grab another Intimidate drop. It's a risky play. It's a risky play. And I'm going to Barb Barrage him. Covet. Oh, he stole my Lumberry. No. Oh, he got poison though. It's, no, he's got my Lumberry. What am I talking about? All right, well, this is a problem. This is an issue. Rage, yeah. Oh, it didn't do it. Wow. I'm surprised we didn't kill him there though. That's the thing. So he's confused again, but if he hits Beedrill, Beedrill's dead. Because Beedrill's just weak. There's just no way. At this point, I'm pretty sure, unless we like crit him, unless we hyper crit him, we're kind of in trouble. I'm going to just go for gold and Noxious Torque. Oh, Persian! Come on, hit him hard. Oh, hit him hard. There we go. There we go. Decent damage. All right, attack order. Rage. Oh, come on. Okay, that's the end of the run. Aw, that's unfortunate. I was hoping so much that we wouldn't get knocked down that much, but I should have healed up because that water type would have been so good there. That was kind of our wall, and I didn't even heal up. I didn't think about it. That was totally a me thing. We'll new game it. I'll go once more at the poison run. I feel like I've gone at this like 8 times and still have not succeeded on poison, but we're gonna try it once more. I think that's a good idea. The Weedle is questionable whether or not it's good enough because the Mega comes so late. So he's basically useless. That's the worst part. I do need the Tenta. The Tenta did so much work. The Coughing did a lot of work. Maybe use Sneasler. We've already beat the game with Sneasler though. That's the problem. I don't want to beat the game with Mons that I've already done it with. Here, I'm just going to go to our sort. I'm going to go to our, what is it? Oh, it's Misk. And we'll go to ribbon, we'll go to no. These are the legal mons. That's the thing. I don't want to use mons I've already beaten the game with because I'm also trying to get the ribbons that, or rather the vouchers at the end, because it gives you a 5 voucher for every one that you beat the game with for the first time. So we need our Quillfish, obviously, and our Nido. At this point, we're kind of able to just choose whatever. Oh, wrong Quillfish. We need this Quillfish and then this Nido. So we can kind of choose whatever. The Rockstar. Are you talking about the Rockstar being our Nido King? Because he was doing pretty good work, honestly. So he's down special defense, up special attack. Huh. I don't know about that. I feel like we're gonna have to change that because I don't think that's the one I had. We had Naughty, didn't we? Unless I'm just completely misremembering. Like, did I actually give him special attack and not attack? No, never mind. Special offense up, down special attack was his original. We got Naughty later. Naughty is the best because it's our best attack one. So I'm going to give him the attack one. It's the only one that we have that gives attack. Otherwise, I would have gone like Modest or something, just so we don't have a reduction in something we could use. But we got that. We got this special defense minus attack. I think I'm probably better with that, honestly. The guy with the star on his forehead. Which one are we talking about here? We got a couple of, if you're talking about the shiny stars, then there's these and this and that. But which one is the one with the star on his forehead? I feel like I'm missing something here. That's fine too. I've missed a few things, so that's fine. Shroodle is an interesting one. I don't think I want to bring him. I'm curious about Seviper, what his actual BST is. 458. Ooh, that's not super great. The guy near the jellyfish. Oh, are you talking about Venonat? Because that's our jellyfish, right? I think that's the one. Yeah, probably. I mean, he might be fun. I don't think he's super great. Venomoth, yeah, he's 450. He's actually a little bit weaker than Seviper, and Bug is not the greatest to have on team. I don't know. Grimer might be interesting, honestly. Crawdont. Oh, I forgot about him. I forgot he existed. Crawdont is Gen 3, isn't he? Oh, he's dark. Never mind. We can't do Crawdont. Yeah, Crawdont is water dark. We're doing poison. The other jelly. We have another jelly? Oh my goodness. Which one is the other jelly? I have no idea because I thought there was only one. Oh, is there like Jellicent? Never mind. Nihilego? Oh, then you're talking about maybe this guy? Maybe Toxel? Would he actually be good is the question. He's a good one to check out. Let's check him out. Let's see what we got. We got 242. Yeah, obviously Toxtricity. 502 with massive special attack. It would give us another special attacker. The Ultra Beast. Oh, I am avoiding Ultra Beasts. I should say that. I should have clarified. I'm avoiding Ultra Beasts. I'm avoiding legendaries. I'm avoiding anything that comes from an epic or a legendary egg. Yes, that's kind of my thing. Yeah, I'm avoiding any of those. And the reason being, I feel like the run would be too easy if you just started bringing along legendaries and stuff. So I'm not bringing anything that's over like a certain cost. I think 5 is my limit just because 5 cost mons tend to be also mons that are just like legal normal. Yeah, Toxie, yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, Toxtricity actually could be fun. I got Sparkling Aria. I don't even know what that does. Let's see what that is. Sparkling Aria is, we have a lot of moves. Wow, we have a ton of moves. Use a burst in a song emitting many bubbles. Any Pokemon suffering from burn will be healed by the touch of these bubbles. Ooh, interesting. That's weird. Toxie hits hard. I feel like he does. We got Electric Surge, which doesn't really help us that much, honestly. It'll help him. That's pretty much it. It'll help the Tox, but that's about it. We got Rattled and Static. Rattled is Intimidate, or being hit by one of those moves will scare them and boost their speed. That's kind of cool, actually. Nothing over 5-star must mean Eternatus. Let's bring that guy that everybody surely has. Is Eternatus literally a 5 cost one? Because if that's the case, that would be insane. I feel like he's got to be like 10 cost. He has an ability that powers sound-based moves. I'm assuming that's his hidden ability. Manage, what is it? Pokédex. Here, we're just going here. It's gonna be Rattled Stat. Oh, when he evolves, he must get it. Oh. PokeRogue. And we can actually get that right now. Never mind. That might actually be good. Yeah, I think I like your idea. Use candies. Ooh, we're gonna have to swap somebody. Who do we get rid of? You know, Coughing has actually not been that impressive. I feel like we'll get rid of the coughing. That's fine. We don't need him. We're obviously bringing the MVPs. We're gonna bring this guy. Quillfish is a question at this point. I'm not sure. We might just get an entirely new team. All right. Do we need like something like Salandit at this point? Because Salandit is super weak to ground moves. The only thing about the coughing that helped us was Levitate. So if we have another Levitate user, that would work. Big Doubt never saw it, but can only be caught with a full best IV, so Eternus must be a 10. It has to be a 10, yeah. PokeRogue, yeah. No, I'm gonna have to get that set up. So it's not Rattled, is it? It's the other one. Here, let's check it out. So abilities, Rattled. Rattled is the one that becomes PokeRogue, isn't it? Because the other one becomes plus, and nobody needs plus. Yeah, I think Rattled is the one we bring because it becomes PokeRogue, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll keep that. A dragon type won't hurt. Dragon would be nice. Do we have any poison dragons is the question. I'm gonna have to check out, Skrelp is poison water. He becomes poison dragon? I'm pretty sure. Yes, he does. Dragalge. It wouldn't be bad. He's got really good special D, but we've also got a member of the team that also has that. Like, we got our Tentacruel who has 120, and we have 123 on this guy. So, I don't know. I got a duck again, but good luck. Well, thanks for joining in. That was so cool of you. Yeah, we need something that deals with ground types. I think that's the big thing. Marini could probably deal with them. Is he good defense is the question. He's not great, but it's Toxapex is... Ooh, Toxapex is really high defenses. Wow. Okay, now does Toxapex have a move that actually uses his defense? Because that's a thing. Or does he literally just sit there and do things, like whittle the mon away till it's just done? I feel like that's kind of what he does. We need a Levitator. I'm convinced that we either need a Levitator or like a grass type, like Badoo here, which, not Badoo, but maybe Fungus, because Amoongus is actually good. What is Mycelium Mite? Will always act more slowly when using a status move, but the moves will be unimpeded by the ability of the target. Ooh, that's weird. Body press is an egg move. That's a good question. I do have all right, he's on the team. He's on the team. He has body press as an egg move. He also has Barb Rush and Ceaseless Edge, which is not bad. Okay, that's not too shabby. 150 base defense definitely replaces the coughing. Ground still kind of hits us. That's the problem. We need something to resist ground that we can swap into is the big issue. And Spinnerack might not cut it. I'm just saying. You know the worst part? Weedle? Weedle might cut it. Weedle might be on the team again just because he's a shiny. So if we go Beedrill and we go Mega, and we check that out, we have 40 base defense. Oh no, he's not eating a ground move. Okay, At this point, we don't have many options other than coughing because we have to take somebody that levitates so we can eat those ground moves. I'll take the coughing. I mean, I'm fine with that. Completely new team. We've got a couple new members. Toxel is going to get annihilated by ground moves, so there is that. We do have a massive wall in this. We have actually 3 walls on the team at that point, which means we need an offensive mon like Nidoran or Toxel. So we do need something there. So this is physical, this is mixed, this is special, physical, special. We're actually much more well balanced with this team too. I will get my team set up just beforehand. So this guy is poison electric. So I'm going to get our electric move here. And I'm going to leave the poison move there actually. I'm just gonna put the other 2 really good ones down there. So we got Buzzy Buzz, Bug Buzz, Sparkling Aria. These are all sound? It feels like they would be. Let's go with it. I feel like they're all sound-based, so we just need a sound-based poison move there, which would be level up. Oh, he doesn't get anything. He must level up either quickly or just doesn't level up quickly at all and just gets nothing. Level up moves. Let's see what we got. We got Noble Roar. Ooh, that's interesting. What else do we got for moves? We got Boom Burst. That's not too bad, actually. It's not too bad. I don't know. I feel like Overdrive is going to be a better move than Buzzy, just because we know that this is powerful. Can you unlock the other ability of Toxel? You mean the passive? We only have 13 candies. We'd have to get some candies first. We could eventually, because it's going to make the electric moves a little bit better. So yeah, I feel like we'll work on him and we'll try to get some candy for him. Marini, we need to actually check our natures first before we do anything. This guy is special attack, so Modest is perfect. We have Modest with him. I'll take it. All right, Marini, at this point, I will just get the good moves in there, obviously. We need Body Press. We need, what is this? Barb Barrage, probably not gonna do anything, honestly. We'll leave that one and we'll get Wide Guard out of there and get Ceaseless. This is Spikes. Oh, so he doesn't actually need that because he just basically gets set up sweeping. So we'll probably get rid of all of his major moves and just set up like Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and just let those whittle down opponents. That might be a good idea. Might be a decent one. And we'll give him, what, up defense nature? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like this guy's a weird one to play. Like, if we gave him Sassy would not be a bad nature to have, honestly, because we've already got a really decent physical defender, a really decent special, and then we would have a little bit better on the special D, so we basically have the best we could have. I feel like it's going to be weird to have a Toxapex, honestly, but he's so slow that a slow down nature doesn't hurt. So Electric Surge plus Punk Rock will like most likely kill anything. Yeah. I think that's probably true. Yes. We still need to get the candies for him is the biggest issue. That's the problem. Give him a nature that gives him physical defense? Really? I mean, he's got both really good ones. This guy's got a physical defense nature, our coughing, so he can be our physical defender if that seems to be a better idea. But I guess body press is also a thing. You might be right. Let's manage nature. We'll get defense down speed. Relaxed is fine. That's cool, because body press will do more damage because it's on defense and not special D. You're right. I think that's a good idea. I think we're set up, right? It looks like we're good. He has body, yeah. I figure that it's probably a thing. Anyway, we'll get this and we'll probably choose, probably not the steel type at this point. We'll probably choose some other, like maybe a flying poison or something. Or something that's just like Haunter and just give him Eviolite. Because then we would have another Levitate user. That could also work. Do we want Toxel in there is the question. He's not particularly great, but he'll probably do something. We'll see how much he can do. Let's just go for it. We'll Buzzy Buzz, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, it's not a great move, to be fair. I'm not too concerned about that. So at least the Buzzy Buzz, I should say it's not great for damage, but it is a good move, actually. Cleffa, okay. Well, we kill this thing. Acid might actually just do it, because Cleffa's got no stats. Yeah, we're good. Okay, Flame Orb already. Already Flame Orb on the Nidoran? That's insanity. Okay, that was an easy one out of the way. Perfect. Spearow, Buzzy Buzz kills. So Toxel is doing his job. Toxel's doing some work already. I thought he'd be a little weaker, but he's actually kind of holding his own. And at this point, we need something to deal with that, which would be, I guess Nidoran's fine? Buzzy Buzz on this, and Mountain Gale probably just does the damage. Let's be real. Oh, it doesn't! Oh, and Wurmple could potentially slow someone down. He just did. He slowed them both. That's fine. We'll Buzzy and we will just, I'll just D-Dance actually. What am I doing? Just in case I get another doubles battle. No, never mind. It doesn't matter. I'm at 4. Doesn't matter. I should have just swapped out to not take the burn damage. Oh well, oh well. We'll get the Lumberry. That's fine. Toxel can do some work, so he's still pretty decent. Sentret. Sparkling Aria probably does the most. Yeah, let's go Buzzy. Bug Buzz. Oh, it doesn't do it. Okay, never mind. Buzzy Buzz and Bug Buzz do the same amount of damage. I should have known that. He evolves at 30. Ooh. We'll be going for a little bit then, but that's fine. We'll be going for a little bit. I'm going to Sparkling because I wanted to see what it looked like, and that does look kind of cool. I kind of like it. We're getting some really decent luck, honestly. As soon as we start losing lucky guys, we start getting luck. I don't understand it either. We'll get the Pokeball, though. Easy choice. Ekans, it fills out the team, I guess. I'll paralyze it. He could have Shed Skin, so that is a thing. He didn't use it, though. Perfect. We'll just catch him. So now we get a full team. Easy, easy, easy. That's not a great Ekans, but I guess it's okay. It's at least a special defensive guy if we need it. I mean, I don't know. We'll get another Pokey. It's fine. Spinarak, super easy to deal with. Just get rid of it. I'm just saving up my good Buzzies. We need a few of these probably for the final, so that's fine. So we got rid of him. Now it's on to 8. Protein is Nidoran. Easy. If I remember correctly, Toxel gets Torch Song is, ooh, that would be amazing. I didn't get that if that's the case, but I'm gonna check it out. We'll get his egg moves. Torch Song is the rare. We don't have it yet, but it would be amazing. And it is a sound-based move, so it would be a much higher damage one. Torch Song is so good. Yep, it's so good. We didn't get that one. That's literally the only one I don't have. Rattled Speedrow is perfect because it was a ghost move. That's so cool. And then Hoot Hoot, well, now we outspeed him and Buzzy should kill. Toxel's doing the work. Toxel is already level 10 before the end of the rival fight. How is that happening? Because usually I do not get that lucky and get a 10 beforehand. So that's kind of impressive. I'll get more Pokies. Cascoons. We still don't have fire moves is the real problem. But I'll Toxel and I'll Nidoran, that's fine. Toxel and Nidoran can do it. And we'll just Sparkling. Oh, wait, Sparkling hits everybody? Oh, I can't use that. I'll Bug Buzz. There we go. I can't hit my own guy, that's the thing. The Bug Buzz, that's fine. That kills the Cascoon. Easy. And we do some damage. You got the XP boost? Did I really? Was he actually Pokerus or something? Or is there something I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not sure. Because he doesn't have Pokerus, so I'm not sure what's going on. But it's fine. We'll see. We'll see when we go up to the next one. That's fine. I'm not entirely sure. But I'll get the Nugget because that's decent and Talos should not be able to live through this, right? Actually, he might. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he gets annihilated. All right, there we go. Easy, easy, easy. No, it's an item. Ooh, did I actually pick that up? Here, I'm just gonna check that out. I only have a Lumberry. I don't have the boosting item. That's the lucky egg I think you're thinking of. I don't have that just yet. Eventually, hopefully, it would be nice. But yeah, don't have it yet. Well, Bug Buzz. That's, I thought it would do more than that. Yeah, he gained 247, so he didn't get a boosted above anything else, I don't think. I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like there's nothing that's telling me that he did. Sparkling, obviously, yeah, Zigzagoons have weirdly decent defenses for the Zig. I don't get it. It's up on the left. Oh, you're talking about these. Oh, yeah. No, I'm more referring to like, you get those all the time, these kinds of charms, so that's one of those things where I still don't get the 10 usually. So I don't know. It might be a me thing. It might be how I play normally. I just zoom through those areas though, because we will always get somebody up to max soon enough. So it's fine. We'll keep the Toxel up because he's kind of doing most of the work. He's actually pretty decent. And I've already forgotten. It was Litten, I think, the rival had. So we still have a move that's super effective against it, which is not bad. I'm gonna buy a potion here and get the Citrus, because Citrus is actually probably a better option. There we go, Buzzy Buzz, Paralysis. Ah, come on, that would have been so good. I guess Buzzy is actually, but you got it very early. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, no, I feel like the Paralysis is probably the best option we have, because at least then they have a chance to not do stuff. And we have 3 of these, I'll just spend them. Common, common, and a common. Perfect. All right, that's what I was hoping for. That was Buzzy. And nothing. Okay, there we go. Well, that's fine. We'll do some damage. That's fine. I think special attack would help because if there's a 20, if we're on the 20 cycle, special attack will actually help us a lot. Zubat. I really want to use him too, but I've already beaten the game with him. I can't use mons that I've already beaten the game with. That's my rule. That's my rule for myself. So that's fine. Smoke Screen, that's going to be good in the final fight, but not now. Drill Run! Oh, yes! Oh, that's going to be so good for the Nidoran! Oh, that's so much better than Dig. That is so much better. I'm putting that in place of Pack. That's easy, easy, easy choice. That's so good. I feel so much better about this run already. I feel like Toxel is just giving us the luck. Fake out. Okay, well, that's fine. We get the Citrus Berry to eat that up, and the Meowth dies instantly. If he hadn't faked out, he wouldn't have had a chance there. No focus. We're good. We've got a better setup move, so I'm fine. I don't need XD. I don't need XD, we're good. We'll just Buzzy it all the way. That's fine. I might need to check the power points of Buzzy, actually. Just for the sake of it. Let's check we'll need a potion, ether. We have 10. Ooh, we got a lot of them. Never mind. I'm just gonna potion up, and I'm going to rare candy. I could rare candy the Toxel and just get him maxed out. That's fine. I'll take it. At least then there's that, I guess. Yeah, we got 19. Ducklet's obviously dead. Like, there's no way. And actually, Mountain Gale kills Starly. Okay, perfect. And we have the Flame Orb, so we will get burned here, which is perfect. I wish I would have done the damage, but that's fine. I'm gonna swap out to Tenta. There we go. I'm gonna swap out to him because I don't want to take the extra burn damage just in case, because that's our second Mon, and it's kind of the one... Focus Band. Ooh, very nice. It's kind of the one that I wanted to use in case Toxa goes down. I will give the Focus Band to Tox, though, because he's kind of the one we've been doing work with. So that's fine. We're going to Buzzy, obviously. Easy choice. He's paralyzed. Perfect. I know the Lumberry worked, but that's fine. Oh, he can't use it again? And he's just boosted his defense, so there's actually no chance for him here. This is perfect. Oh, this is getting close, actually. This is getting close. It crit! Are you kidding me? Actually, I did notice, you notice the glitch? It's 16, so I can't gain experience, but I still had an XP bar. I wonder if I could have gotten more. All right, anyway, Nidoran, come out here. He's paralyzed, so I definitely kill, right? There we go, perfect. That thing's gone. I could have caught him just in case, but we're good here. I think we're fine. Anyway, decent enough Slowpoke. Obviously not super great Nidoran territory, but Toxel can eat that guy. Bug Buzz and Buzzy Buzz and Bug Buzz both do the buzz. Let's do it. That should kill. Yeah, there we go. 630. Oh, and never mind. It glitched out visually, but you notice I got very little experience. That means I'm actually getting the normal amount, but it just glitched out visually. I think that's funny. All right, we'll get rid of Peck. Nobody needs Peck. That's fine. Zinc is Special D. Tentacool is still kind of our best tank. I just brought the Marini just in case, and the body presses. Marini is actually better as a special tank, but Tentacool can do damage. So I'm gonna give this to Tentacool. That's fine. Zachary. Send it as Skrelp. This is gonna be easy. There we go. It could be specially invested normally. Like, Skrelp is a special monster, but only when it evolves, I believe. Right now, it's not a problem at all. Like, we got this. So easy, easy, easy. Fury attack, don't need it. Nobody needs Fury attack. And I don't need Special D, actually. I'll take the Pokies, just to get a surplus. Easy kill. Easy kill. There's no way a Surskit eats that up. Supersonic. Nobody wants Supersonic. All right, we'll get rid of Poison Gas at least. That way we get a move. And Glare, we already got Glare. Perfect. I will take this over Wrap. I could have taken it over Leer, actually. Wrap might be a little bit better, but it's fine. Froakie, you're dead. I was gonna think about catching him, but honestly, we're just kind of burning through. 3 eggs, sure, let's see what we got. Smoochum! Okay, we got maxed out speed, that's cool, because that's Jinx. And Luster Purge is actually pretty decent, actually. Gulpin, nothing. And Azurill. Swords D, oh, we have huge power Azumarill. So Swords D is amazing for it. That actually might make it into the water run right there, or the fairy run, because the fairy run could actually be very well done. I could have made a horrible joke there, but I didn't. I saved everybody the trauma of that. What do we got here? We actually don't really need any of this. Yeah. Oh, how did we not get Nuzzle? Oh, never mind. We don't got Nuzzle because we have Buzzy Buzz. Never mind. That's fine. I deduced that already. So Acid Spray is technically better than Acid. Is it? That lowers their Special D. Does Acid Spray lower their Special D twice? I'm pretty sure that's what it does. If that's the case, it's still not really that useful to us. We're going to, actually no, it's better than Acid. So if we got Tentacool Acid, I don't even know. I don't even know which one I want for that. I don't even know if I want it. I'll just take the Pokies. That's fine. I'm not gonna waste too much time over that. It's a bad move. Anyway, Sparkling Aria. Bite hurts, but we get the speed now, so we should be faster than everything. So there we go. So that's dealt with. Nidoran's evolving, which is just awesome. We have ourselves our Butterscotch Nidorino, which is just perfect. I feel like somebody just lathered butterscotch all over him. Like, look at him, he looks so cool. And Buzzy Buzz, right? Yeah, Ghastly probably can eat this. Oh, really? I thought he had more Special D than that. Okay, Hoot Hoot definitely can't eat that. So the 30 came up really quickly, actually. And we got another XP all, perfect. Okay, that's what we need. Ooh, this isn't just an ordinary Pokemon. We're gonna battle him. So he can lower this guy's attack all he wants. Toxel wins. Toxel should outspeed him, maybe. Oh, Speed Rose. Now it did, totally. Dragon Ascent. Oh no. Oh, that was literally my option. All right, Tentacool has to deal with a Gyarados. All right, let's Baneful Bunk. He de-ascended, so he got the poison, so he's on a ticking timer. We have a chance here. I mean, I'm dead. Don't get me wrong. I should have just gone for another one and given him like extra toxic damage over time. But that's fine. Marini, get out there, be a wall. And Body Press doesn't do anything here, of course. I will Barb Barrage? I'm gonna Ceaseless at, oh no, Barb Barrage is double damage. It's not gonna do that much, that's the question. That's the thing, actually. Yeah, I'll do it. Just for the sake of having something. Yeah, he just bopped us, that's fine. So he's just getting massively reduced in Special D, but we can't take advantage of it. And that's kind of a thing. Yeah, because the Dragon Ascents are doing so much. They're doing so much damage. At this point, if he could miss one, that would be nice. It was not enough the status boost. He needed the bonus attack too. Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting bopped by this thing. That Dragon Ascent, that move right there is way too powerful against our team. Like, I know it's just too powerful a move at this stage of the game. I'll just go Noxious Torque. I don't think we live. Oh, he froze. Oh, we got out of it. Okay, we live. Perfect. I was gonna say, there was no way we were winning with a frozen. No way. But we lucked into that one. We lucked into the loss and the win at once. All right, Nidorino is doing a lot of work, but he's kind of our only guy right now. I will get a Citrus Berry just in case. There we go, Ducklet, that's fine. I'm gonna Noxious. That should kill. Perfect. I'm literally just fishing for revives. Come on. Lumberry X attack, more X attack, big attack. We'll Noxious this one. We'll Noxious everything. Nidorino is at least good. He's set up, so we're decent. We got a revive, perfect. I'm getting my Toxel back, 100%. Lombre, he dies to a Noxious, perfect. So that's good. Nidorino did it. Nidorino kept our team on the rails. That was decent. And I think we're good. We're all set up. Did you get defrosted because of the burn? Does burn defrost? I think only fire moves do it, but I'm very curious. Burn Pokemon. I'm very curious now, because I don't know if that defrosts you. Lose a set amount. No, you wouldn't have. Never mind. The Flame Orb wouldn't have taken effect. That's the thing. If I was already frozen, then I would have had a status. I would have gotten the Guts boost from that, but I wouldn't have actually had it take effect, so the Flame Orb wouldn't have happened. I don't think. Maybe Flame Orb. Now you got me looking. Now I don't want to say it necessarily because I'm not sure. It burns the holder at the end of the turn. It activates that they would take damage, yada, 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 yada. It doesn't look like it does it. It would have been really cool. You defrost too soon. You can defrost the first turn. It's a 20% chance every turn that you're frozen to just defrost. It's like sleep. So as soon as you defrost, you can do it. I don't think the Flame Orb did it. I think it was literally just that. I mean, it's decent. As Grok, I do not rely on AI for anything. I went through university. I got a big research background. I just research myself. I never ask AI anything, ever, ever, ever. It's way too often not correct. And even when it is correct, it doesn't know that it's correct. AI can't know anything. So I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. Like, it's good if you want to like get some really quick knowledge, but then you kind of have to question it all day until you get the chance to go back and do some in-depth research. That's kind of my thing. As far as this, we're in trouble. I'm gonna D-Dance Noxious Torque. Hopefully we live. Oh, we got the free D-Dance. Oh, that was so big. That actually helped us a lot. That Drill Run is our best move. Let's do it. Come on. There we go. The crit didn't matter, I don't think. There we go. I just needed it to hit. Perfect. Noxious Torque. I think we just swept because he swapped. That swap saved our lives. There was no way I don't think we were winning that without that swap. That's a big deal. Okay, it was only 30, so I wasn't too concerned. Grok used Google and watched more than 100 results. Yeah, Grok is technically supposedly trained on decent information, but I can't curate that. Nobody can curate that. Nobody can curate what kind of things AI is trained on. And usually you'll find that AI omits certain facts because it doesn't know what facts are. AI can't know things right now. It might eventually, we might get to that point. And gives you where he found the thing. Is that what you're saying? Did you grok it and then you found out that the Flame Orb was a thing? I'm gonna look into that on my own because I'm pretty sure that's not true. I feel like when you have a status, you can't then get burned out of that status. You have to basically like the Flame Orb just won't trigger because it's not a fire move. Fire moves can defrost you, but flame like burn, I don't think it does. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into that because I could be wrong. But I never trust AI, ever, ever, ever. It's not a thing. I'm gonna drill run this dude into the ground because there's no way he's living through it. Easy, easy, easy. Venoshock, Venoshock and Barb Barrage are kind of the same move at a certain point, aren't they? This move's power is doubled if the target is poisoned. And this one is may poison the target, move's power is doubled if they're already poisoned. Can we poison them? I'm just curious. No, we can't poison them with Venoshock, so technically Barb Barrage is a little better. I use Grok sometimes when I ask something and answers. He gives me a links where he found the info. It helps, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't go on .gov sites anymore because .gov is no longer trustworthy. So there is that. Don't get me wrong. .gov was never really that trustworthy, but now it's filled with disinformation, intentionally misleading people. So you don't trust those. You would go to like .edu things and go to like written papers on things, or honestly, in the case of Pokemon, you probably just want to go to a YouTuber who just found the thing and showed you how they did it. That's usually its thing. .com, yeah, I mean .com is a different type of link, but .com can't be considered trustworthy. But no, .edu is actually sources that are curated by people in an educational format. So there is that. If you really want to research something that takes a little bit more to prove, you tend to want to curate to .edu things, or like university sites, because universities have to curate the work that they do in order to remain legitimate. So there is that. Don't get me wrong, once they're known to not be legitimate, they'll be delegitimized. But, you know, it's a thing. There's a lot of different versions of sites that you can check through, but if you're going to do hardcore research, you don't just rely on AI. There's no way AI's got that answer. They might come across it, but I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. Pokeball! Shellos is... Do I want Toxel at that? Yes, I do, because Toxel, I need to get 30. So I'm going to Buzzy it, because that almost does it. Ooh, that's doubly super effective too. And of course I missed, of course. I'm just gonna get him out of there. It's just a thing. He's just getting battered by mud slabs. I'm out of there, and there's nothing that, like, I should be avoiding those because of the fog, but it's not. It's not happening. Assurance, no, we don't need that. We're good. We'll get the rare candy. We're going to keep bumping the Toxel even further towards what he needs. And Toxel's a little weak at this point. I don't know about that. I think Nidorino got to deal with this. There we go. Timpul's gone. I mean, he's just out of here. No Water Pulse. We got a better move. We're good. And Moonstone. Perfect. Nidorino is now fully evolved. Now we're set. You think I ask intelligent things? I ask stupid things like, what do I do to get the bandana and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker and things like that? True. I mean, if it's a simple thing like that, then yeah, it's definitely a thing. But even then, I never ask the AI, because the AI has no capacity to know things. It only has the capacity to aggregate. It can only draw information together. So I never trust the AI no matter what, because I don't trust that it actually can do the things that it's purported to do, you know? Show it a dance. Learn its dance might be better. Like, who's our Toxel? Is our guy here? We need a poison one. We only get electric. Oh, the typing actually determines it. So if you have the two types, it'll choose the first one all the time. You don't get to choose poison, which kind of sucks. That's unfortunate, but I guess it's okay. Summary, let's see. We have the ability to get a 90 power poison move with him. For me, AI is just another Google. Yeah, I would have to disagree on principle. I mean, for simple things that don't matter, it doesn't matter, you know? It just doesn't. But I would definitely have to disagree on principle, because the original Google, a human had to go on and input that data and actually had to think about it, and they have to correct themselves. And, well, sometimes they do not. Sometimes it's very disinformation or misinformation, like they just don't know what it is, in which case you go to other places. Whereas the AI just simply takes information from different sources that people uploaded and just spews it out at you. And it doesn't curate it at all. Like, I've actually worked with AI before. It does not curate it at all. You basically, as the person designing it, have to do it. Google is AI now too. Yeah, everything is AI. Everything is AI now, which is why you have to get even more in-depth research going. I feel like critical analysis is our tool to keep up with the fact that AI is everywhere. But even Google is not very trustworthy, honestly. Like, I go to different sites. I don't use Google as information. Google is a way to get me to the point that I want to get to. So it's a thing. I don't know. I definitely don't want to argue AI with you, because I feel like we're on different sides and I don't want to seem like a jerk or anything. I'm just saying, for me, I don't use AI ever. Ever. I never rely upon it. I will go directly to the source all the time. So that's just a me thing. But if you want to do it, especially for things that don't matter, I'm not upset at it. I'm just like, I would never use it. I'm going to have to look that up myself. And honestly, even looking things up with AI during a stream is a little tougher. So it's one of those things. Anyway, I got to do something here. I don't know if I need its dance, honestly. I think that I'm fine. I don't rely on it either. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, AI is a tool like any other tool. The problem is it's currently in its infancy, so it's not actually a more efficient tool than the tools that you would normally have access to. So that's why I'm kind of considering it. Like, if AI gets better than all the other tools that we have, like our own critical analysis, our own ability to research, our own ability to analyze, then I will probably veer towards AI as my sources. But it's not there, you know? It's one of those things. We'll get rid of clear smog. That's just a thing. I just ask little things that I'm too lazy to search myself. Yeah, that's kind of what you should use it for now. Just in case, like, especially if they're things that really consequentially don't matter in the long run. Because that's really what AI should be. It should just be like, oh, this is a nifty little thing to find the information for this stupid thought that came into my head that I just don't want to look up. But even then, like, I still wouldn't use it just because it's me. But that's a thing. I should say I won't use it in its current form. I won't not use it. I'm not going to make that distinction, but I won't use it in its current form because it's not efficient enough. It's not valuable enough right now. And honestly, giant corporations own it, so there's another reason not to use it, you know? There's another reason not to consider it a authority. Anyway, all these moves are bad. I remember all these except for Recover. Recover's a decent one. We'll get rid of Bite for that. But all these moves at the beginning are bad, so I'm just kind of autopiloting them. We'll go to... I've got 49 Pokies. I'll just get a free revive. I'll just get Toxel back, actually. Because he needs to get good. And actually, this is a perfect guy to get good against. Toxel should be able to wipe the floor with this dude. Unless he puts me to sleep. Alright. Oh, we woke up. Perfect. Pound, that's fine. We can eat that up. Poliwag's pretty fast, so I guess that's kind of a thing. What do we got? X attack? I'll just take another potion. Let's keep healing up. Arbok! I could send Ekans in there to deal with the Arbok, honestly. It could be a thing, but I think Nidoking just ends it. Just annihilates. Ooh, we get the Intimidate drop. That didn't keep him alive, though. Perfect. So there we go. Nidoking got him. We get our own Arbok, so I'm not too concerned anymore. I'm decent now. I do like how he looks. Like, I love this thing here. I love just the scare tactic of the face. Steam is trolling game devs by telling players if this game was made partially or not with AI. Is Steam the platform doing that, or is that like people on the comments there doing it? I'm not sure. I'm very curious. I've never heard of this. I will get rid of Leer. I'll keep the Bite just in case I need to flinch. I'm not sure if I do, but you know, just in case. And Venom Drench is, oh, that just reduces the stats. Yeah, that actually could be somewhat useful, but not too great. I don't think it's amazing right now. We'll get recovers because we need some recovers. Gulpin, ooh, Gulpin versus Arbok though. Arbok has guaranteed paralysis. That's the only thing that I'm thinking of, and I feel like that would be better against the final boss. Steam itself is trolling game devs. That's interesting. I mean, if they're legitimately telling people that the game was partially made with AI, because I've seen some games made with AI, I've seen a lot of schlock made with AI, I will say that. There's a lot of junk games now. But that's fine because I don't tend to buy new games, so it all worked out very well for me. But Amnesia, I'm gonna check his stats actually. We've got him paralyzed. I'll check him out. There's no reason not to. And he's got a thing. He's got one. Okay, well at least we got the one special D, and we got Adamant Nature for what that's worth. Because I think almost all of his moves are special moves. That's fine. We're gonna send him home. That's fine. I'm cool with that. All right, we got an Egg Voucher. That's cool. And, ooh, Stunfisk and Palpitoad are gonna be a problem for our team. Nidoking can deal with the Stunfisk. And the Palpitoad is probably gonna kill the Nidoking if I leave him out, right? Like, there's nothing I can do against that because ground or water kills me. Whereas Stunfisk, he can use ground. I'm gonna get rid of the Palpitoad. I think the Palpitoad's good, and the Coughing is probably just able to be dealt. Like, he's just able to sit there. I'm gonna Drill Run that Palpitoad as much as possible, I think. Yeah, Drill Run. Perfect. And we will... I'm just gonna Body Press. I was thinking about Skull, but if they can eat that up, then I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna Body Press, do what we can. He's gonna eat that. Like, Stunfisk will not take damage from that, so that's fine. There we go. Yeah, Buds. Oh, I see you, big guy. He's not so slow. I don't think that he's too slow for this. So let's Drill Run and let's Scald. Perfect. Excellent. AAA companies don't like that Steam is showing real-time player engagement, so they can't lie to their stock shareholders. That I do know. That is definitely a thing. Steam actually shows generally which games are popular, and because a lot of AAA titles that were supposed to be very popular are not showing up compared to like these independent developer games, yeah, it makes sense. That looks awesome. Is my Toxel shiny? Because I don't remember Toxtricity looking like that. I thought he had yellow on his frills. That looks amazing. You want Spark? No, we got a better move. We're good. Here, I'm just gonna check him out because I feel like he's gotta be shiny, right? He's not. That's just normal Toxtricity. That's so cool. I thought that he had yellow. Never mind. I'm cool with that. I'm perfect with that. Unless they literally just have different forms. Here, let's check out. It wouldn't be there. No, you'd have to go back to the beginning, wouldn't you? Oh no. Oh, amped up form, low key form. Is there any difference here? Oh, so that's 502. 502 with the same stats, right? There's nothing different. It just looks different. I prefer this one by far. That looks so cool. All right. As far as this, I will, I'll rare candy the Nidoking because he's already maxed out. Yeah, that's fine. Now, Poliwhirl is going to be a problem for our guys, but Toxtricity can probably eat this guy alive. We're pretty fast, but we're generally very powerful. And also, he's paralyzed now, so we're good. Like, it's over. Toxtricity's good, yeah. I think he's a decent mon. He's a decent mon. Marini wants Pin Missile. Nah, I'm good with that. I'm good. I'm good with that. I think that's fine. Tall Grass. Okay, so Zangoose I do like. I'm going to have to annihilate him. That's fine. Oh! I'm gonna catch him, actually. I'm gonna catch him for maybe some stats. That's fine, Paralysis. That's a crit! There we go! We didn't get any stats and we got a terrible nature. Wow. Every time a AAA company is unhappy, I smile. I agree. Honestly, the unfortunate part about the current gaming scape, the current gaming landscape, is that they have basically monopolized a lot of different titles. Like, the big one that I tend to go on is sports games. I remember the old days of like Madden, and I used to play an NFL game. I don't know what it was at this point. It's really old at this point. Like, this is early 2000s level games. But I used to play these types of sports games. I'm not really a sports guy myself. I could barely tell you what a team is. But I enjoy the idea of, like, these games are actually generally pretty fun. And unfortunately, a lot of them are basically owned by EA now, and EA is just a corrupt publisher. It's just a horrible publisher. So it really kind of sucks because they basically ruin that genre by being a monopoly. And that's just one example. There are tons of them. Like, what is it? Bethesda kind of had the monopoly on open world stuff a few years ago, and even now is kind of the big guy for that. And they basically develop schlock. They develop junk that doesn't work. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't enjoy that. Blizzard basically owned the MMO scene, and then they let their quality drive into the ground. So it's kind of one of those things. As soon as you let a monopoly rise, then you lose the quality of the game, and then of course, other people will see that they're making money and they'll try to do that thing, but in a different niche. And eventually you'll just lose all of that hobby. Like, I got out of a lot of games because of that. I don't buy new Bethesda games, for example. I don't buy anything to do with Blizzard. I really don't involve myself with EA in any way. I got Star Wars, what is it? Not Jedi Survivor, the previous one, I believe it was. But honestly, they wanted me to create an EA file. It took me a month before I decided to do that because of how frustrating that was. Because it's like, it's clearly a money grab, you know? AAA has some sort of market, for two reasons. Too many casuals that don't know about it, and nostalgia farming. Yes, there is definitely an element of that. I think it's fair to say there's an element of that. I will give the Landsat to the Toxtricity. I think there's an element of nostalgia farming, definitely. I think the element of casuals, that's the one I might take umbrage with, but mostly just because I don't necessarily think that casuals ruin a game. In my opinion, casual players tend to actually amplify the game to the point where they can make more of those games. Because if you just relied on hardcore players, you wouldn't have the popularity necessary to reach an audience to get another one of those titles out. That's kind of my thing. Like, I play a very hardcore game, Dungeons & Dragons Online, and it is basically run entirely at this point by the hardcore players being milked by the company. Another company, by the way, that I'm not a fan of, but we won't say too much on that. But yeah, basically it's kind of my guilty pleasure game, honestly. And if it weren't for the few casuals in that game, it would probably be an irredeemable mess. So I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the casuals one, but the nostalgia farming I definitely see. I've seen that time and again. 100%. We're gonna buzz this guy. Easy kill. Toxtricity I thought was a little faster though. I think he's only like 75. He's gotta be to be outsped by most of the stuff. Well, actually, Buizel could have had Swift Swim, but I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, 75, never mind. Okay, so that's, wow. I thought he was a little faster than that. We might need some Carbos just to make him outspeed some people, because that's kind of a thing. He's good. Casual players that don't know what kind of company is, for example, Blizzard, they get milked. I disagree wholeheartedly, because generally speaking, the people who are the biggest whales, especially in Blizzard, are the people who are already heavily invested in the game. A casual comes into the game, finds a little fun. I have both like standard evidence proof, and I also have friends that I've brought into World of Warcraft, for example, that played the game and realized it was a terrible game. It was in a very bad state, and it is. Like, World of Warcraft is in the worst state I would probably say in all of its lifetime, except for during Shadowlands. Shadowlands is probably the worst part of the game because of how horrible the entire experience was. But the casuals quit. Like, all of my friends that I invited to WoW, they're done. They quit. They quit a long time ago. They saw what it was, and they're like, I'm done. This is stupid. So, yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Most of us gamers know which companies to avoid. A casual becomes a whale and doesn't know what a good game is. No. You basically have to have a hardcore player to become a whale. You basically milk the few people who are willing to put up with everything. If you're a casual, you're not willing to put up with a bunch of junk for a game you have no passion for. I don't know if I agree with that. Just for the sake of it. Yeah, like, it makes sense on a very cursory level, but I don't think that it actually plays out in the real world. I don't think that's the way it works out. And once again, not to be too contrarian to you, but that's not the way I've seen things. So that's just my take on it. Trainer Nick, I do think that there are issues with casual gamers, and I will tell you where that is. Mobile gaming. Mobile gaming is casual gamer haven. That's the problem, because a lot of current games are using mobile game strategies, and those are definitely toxic for the industry. So that's a thing. I'll agree wholeheartedly on that. If I'm a casual, I take a shortcut, I don't farm, so I buy everything. 100% no. 100% no, and there's a reason for that. Casuals aren't invested in the game, so why would they spend money on it, especially if it's a free game? Like, right now, I'm a casual DDO player on a hardcore game, and I would have been a hardcore player, and when I was hardcore, I was buying things out of the store. Like, crazy things, honestly. Like, I should not have been spending money on this game, because it wasn't worth it. Now that I'm a casual, I play the free-to-play model. I never buy a thing. Never once. I don't play it enough. I don't have enough passion for it, you know? So it's one of those things. It's basically, if you can get people to care, then they will invest. If you can't get them to care, they will quit. That is just a thing. But yeah, it's one of the weird things about it, because it seems like, once again, on the face of it, the casuals would do that, but that's not what a casual mentality is like. If you have a casual appeal to a game, you're not willing to give them money for that game. Like, I've played a lot of mobile games, and they're not things that draw me away. They get hooked by shady gaming tactics to gain engagement. I think that can kind of run the gamut, though, can't it? Like, you can hook a whale by shady gaming mechanics. Like, it's kind of a thing. I feel like anybody can be drawn in by something as long as they don't critically analyze it. But once again, you have to have a desire to be drawn in. If you don't have that desire, then you're not going to get it. Crickettoon's horrible. Crickettoon, I think, is like 395 base stat total, too. He's terrible. But every time I fight against him, I just get him to do that. He does his massive long cry, and then he comes in, doo-doo-doo, and then he dies instantly thereafter with any move I've ever used on him. He's so bad. I feel like in this game he has a good passive, because I think somebody mentioned that to me. But other than that, I'm not sure if he's that great. We'll get a rare candy because we're already past the cap, because Toxtricity is doing what you said he would do. Toxtricity is killing these people. He's annihilating these guys. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. No, I'm not as against casuals. Honestly, in my opinion, casuals do make the game because they provide the population base that brings more people in. So that is kind of a thing. Don't get me wrong, if you're in a raid group with a casual, you're probably not going to have a very fun time. You bring your own group and then you try to like train everybody up to do things. You don't just like bring in elites either because they're absolute dicks sometimes. Like it's horrible to deal with some of these people. I played mobile games too, and the difference between a mobile game and Diablo 4 is not that big. No, it's not. That's what I was saying. Mobile games have infected the rest of the gaming market because that's how you make money. It's not about the whether or not it's mobile versus PC. Casual is the realm of mobile. Mobile is like you can pick it up and you can easily start it. Now, if you are a casual and you're on a mobile device, you might just play for a few minutes a day. Like I know 4 people in my life that actually do that. They'll just pick up a mobile game and they'll just play it a little bit and then they'll put it aside and they never spend any money. It's one of those things. I know that's not really evidence necessarily, but at the same time, it doesn't track with what I know of people. So I'm not sure. But yeah, no, that's definitely the realm. Mobile gaming was more like a predatory area where basically you've got a bunch of giant corporations that are eating people alive in that region. And I think mobile games could be really cool. It's just that they're not, you know? It's just that they've designed them in a way to not be. Anyway, we're just annihilating these dudes. I like this conversation, honestly, because I'm really enjoying not having to pay attention to the Pokemon while I go back through all the levels to try and get back to where I was the 3rd time, you know? We got the Weezing. Okay, I didn't even pay attention to the one we got, but that's fine. I'll take this Weezing. This is the one I wanted. Perfect. There we go. Easy, easy, easy. And Tentacruel's getting acid armor. Everybody's getting it. Everybody's coming up Millhouse. This is perfect. Liquidation. Ooh. It's just he's not good enough at attack to be able to make this work, I don't think. I think I want those because I want the statuses I want to be able to manipulate and we need body press. So this is fine. I'm good with this. We're cool here and we should be able to get another rare candy. Perfect. Poison Jab is better than acid, but ooh, we're not a physical attacker. I'll keep the acid for now. I don't think it's really worth that much. Yeah, no. Mobile gaming is definitely the realm of casuals. They've drawn that into PC gaming and it has made it worse, but that's because of the mobile gaming market. Because you can get tons of people to pay little bits of money for microtransactions instead of having a big, like, massive whale that buys everything. Now, mind you, don't get me wrong, that also exists in mobile gaming. But it's really the shady corporations, I would say. It's the shady practices they do. So, I don't know. It's tough to say. Anyway, Toxtricity, super easy to kill this thing with. Decent. And another rare candy. I'm just gonna keep pumping the level up. It's so easy. It's so easy to play with this Toxtricity. It's so powerful. I feel like I should be using someone else, but if it's working, then I might as well just use it, right? Like it just kind of plays itself. It's decent. Anyway, not too shabby. Ooh, I can go one more level. I'll go one more level, and then I think that's a good place to call it. But only because I have something I gotta get to soon enough. So unfortunately, I won't be able to stick around too much longer than that. We'll get the Nidoking in there. I'm gonna Noxious Torque. Doesn't do quite enough, but the Nidoking is gonna eat anything this thing does unless he had Earthquake. So I was okay with that, and I didn't want to lose my biggest guy to Earthquake. And Weezing probably wasn't doing the damage, even with Body Press. He's not super great, Weezing. I guess it's kind of one of those things that I just need to get. I need to get a Weezing that I know how to play properly. I think that's kind of it. Timid, up speed, down attack. I don't know who would need that. Who would use a timid nature? Toxtricity would, no, never mind. Actually, I was thinking about it. Toxtricity could use that because he'd get a little bit more speed, wouldn't he? I, for example, play many mobile games, and if I didn't know better, I would have spent money on it and maybe never played again. That happens a lot for me as a casual. It's not the kind of play, more or less, but is the one that doesn't really know the gaming world and gets hooked on anything that shines. Yeah, that's more like just people being ignorant, though. I mean, that works for either one, because once again, those horrible pervasive practices, they're in all games now. Like, I've seen enough loot box shit to know that's all over the place. So, it's one of those things, but yeah, absolutely. If you don't know better, you're probably gonna get swindled. And it doesn't really matter which platform you go on. I don't even know if it's a casual thing, but hardcore gamers tend to surround themselves with knowledge about that. So, it might be. That one I might need to give you there. Timid, we're gonna put this on the toxicity because he's kind of got nothing so far and we need some friendship. And actually, that's why we went out to him, because we wanted this thing to get as much candy as possible. So we finally got a thing that bumps it a little bit more on the candy, because he's doing some good work. He's really, really good. And we get our Toxapex, which is very nice. Not too shabby. Easy, easy, easy. And Baneful Bunker. Against Barb Barrage, though? That would be our poison move gone, but at the same time, this guy's meant to kind of stall, and Body Press is kind of the only move I really think we need with this. Is that a good idea? Or should I get rid of Recovery and literally just have this thing like Baneful Bunk Barb Barrage people? It could work, it could work. I think I'll get rid of Barb though. I think that's a better idea, and then we keep the Baneful, and then we just literally sit there stall with this thing. That's what it does. It doesn't do damage, so there's no point in keeping the damage move on it. So we'll just do that. That's fine. I'm good with that. And oh, that 55. Never mind. We already have the rival fight on this one too. I'll get the X speed. That's a good idea. We're not dealing with a Parasect. We're fine. So this is good. And I'm going to get Tentacruel. I guess Tentacruel works. Like anything works at this point. It's not fast enough. Let's just Bug Buzz and we'll just Malignant Chain, and whoever kills, kills. Yeah, because they're both killing. It's 100%. 100% they're both killing. So it's a Parasect. They're terrible. I mean, I've tried that. I beat round 61 with that. So I've already done some work with the Parasect, and it doesn't do very well. It really doesn't. Oh, why do we get so many special moves when we only have physical attack power? And we actually have a reduced special attack nature, but that's the one we caught, so I'm not too concerned. I'll leave that one. I want a physical move. I want like, what is it? Not Poison Bite. Toxic Fangs is what it is. I want that. That would be nice. We'll get the Citrus. Easy choice. Onyx. Okay, well, if he has, I was gonna say if he had Sturdy, he lives. If he had Sturdy and he had Earthquake, he could have done some damage there. That might have hurt. Just a little bit. Overdrive. Oh, that's good. Okay, this is also a sound-based move. The problem is, all right, so we have Buzzy Buzz, which can cause paralysis. It guaranteed does, or we just have better damage. What are you thinking here? Paralysis or better damage? I feel like the paralysis is better. I really do. Like, I think it's probably better for us in the long run. Maybe we get a mushroom and we use this for now just to sweep. Both work. We get 20. Is that enough? I don't think that's enough for his passive. I think we need 40. I literally think we need to just keep going. I'll drop the Buzzy for now and we'll get it back later, because that'd be really good against the final boss. We'll get the Egg Voucher, and we'll just deal with Incineroar because it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm just gonna use this up. Oh, we got a couple actually. I'll use them all up. This one. All commons. Ooh, the luck is not great. We got one rare and another common. Not super great. All right, let's go Sparkling and we'll just annihilate this Incineroar because we outspeed with the speed buff. So we're actually doing very well. Tenta wants Poison Jab. Oh, come on. If that had been a thing that like Ekans Arbok could have gotten, I would have been cool with that. But unfortunately, Haunter, super easy to kill. Super easy to kill. He's not defensive enough. He has low HP. It's just a thing. Boom Burst instead of Acid, sure. Let's just do that. Until we get a good poison move, he doesn't need Acid. He's good for now just bopping things with Boom Burst, because that's going to do enough damage. And Gastro Acid eliminates their ability. It's better than Bite, I guess, at this point, just because we don't really need two dark moves on a non-dark mon, you know? And I'll just Boom Burst this guy. Boom, that's a big amount of damage. There we go. Get rid of them. Easy, easy, easy. IV scan. Sometimes I imagine the owner of one of these companies gets a time machine and puts Nintendo 64 games in-game purchases and we gamers never knew better. Yeah, that's also a thing. And weirdly enough, you've brought up another point. Gamers that are born from like 2000 onward kind of don't know any better, because by the time they start playing games, unless their parents are just completely irresponsible and let them have a tablet at the age of 3, generally speaking, people who are brought up nowadays, if you're like 8 or 9 years old, you've pretty much always known microtransactions in games. It's kind of a thing. It's unfortunate. Like, let's say 2005 and onward, I should say, because then when you're 8, it would be 2013. Then you would basically only know microtransactions, because horse armor was still kind of a thing and people were still reacting to that. But I feel like in the 2010s, that just went completely away. People started defending those kinds of things. So yeah, there would be a thing where basically eventually everybody's going to be doing it, so it's not considered taboo. Or rather, I guess you just couldn't get away from it, so it doesn't matter anymore. 120 should be enough, right? Yeah, there we go. 120 base power should be enough. And Surf, we don't want that. We have Bouncy Bub. Bub is good. We got the Bub. I'll get the PowerPoint, I think. Overdrive, maybe? Like, we got a lot of good moves that we can use on him, so I'm actually not concerned. I'll get the Malignant Chain going a little bit better. Pangoro, we probably have something for this. We have a Boom Burst. Let's do it. There we go. We have a Boom Burst no matter what. Like, that just solves problems. It's a big damage move. Tauros, I don't care if you reduce my attack power, but the Zen Headbutt is not appreciated. The Citrus Berry helped, though. That was decent. We'll get the rare candy and just push him past the level cap. Ivy Scan, nothing, easy. Boom Burst, done. Easy, easy, easy. I can't believe there are 10 of those. That's insane. We'll give him another, because we're already maxed out. This is kind of incredible. And Brock is... Aerodactyl's probably faster, isn't he? Oh, why did I do that? I knew he was going to this. I knew he was going to do that. All right, he's going to use a ground-based guy, so I'm going to go Wheezing. He's going to use a ground-based move. There we go. I screwed that one up, but that's okay. We'll Scald him. That does everything but the Sturdy, right? Oh, he's got no Sturdy. I could have gone for it. Eventually, this gen will be gone, and these tactics will become the rule and not the exception. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, no, and then whatever is the next thing, because we can never really tell what the next thing will be, but whatever it is, it's definitely going to replace it. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. I can't say that the world gets worse, but I can say that if we keep to our sort of capitalist ideology, and I don't even want to turn it into a non-capitalism stream, but wow, is capitalism horrible. If we keep to that, we're definitely losing out. It's over. Like, it's done at that point. We're cover. That's fine. There we go. I had to get it back. He got Sturdy, but the Wheezing has the thing that hits twice. That's true, yeah. Wheezing covers that. I keep forgetting that he has that. Body Press, not quite enough, but that's... I'll just Scald him. That's fine. Because it kills no matter what anyway, because the Scald is super effective, so it would do the damage. Kabutops, I'll just Body Press, because it doesn't really matter. Oh, unless we get flinched. Okay, there we go. Okay, I was thinking if we got flinched again, that would be a problem. Anyway, Brock was pretty easy, but that kind of makes sense. He's always pretty easy, honestly. Like, the only time I find he's difficult is in a challenge run. So it's kind of a thing. Anyway, we'll get our gotchas done. I'm just gonna get one. I get a comment again. And I think that's a good spot to call it there. Yeah, I think that's a good spot to call it just because I think we got back to where we were before, pretty much. We were at 50, I think, before. Now we're at 60. Kind of sucks that we went that far back, but honestly, it was my misplay that got there, so that's okay. I'm cool with that. Anyway, that was super cool. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for chatting and keeping things interesting. I think at this point we can pretty much call her quits because nobody I know is on to raid. So yes. Anyway, I'll thank you. All right, good night. Good night to you as well. And everybody else, I will see you later. Bye-bye for now.